Welcome to LoganRobo's channel, broadcasting live on twitch.tv/LoganRobo and on youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Tonight's game is The 100 Line Last Defense Academy. Please be advised, this is a giraffe-free zone. If you managed to sneak a giraffe into tonight's stream, it will be confiscated and placed at the front desk where you can collect it after the stream. Thank you for tuning in to twitch.tv/LoganRobo and youtube.com/@LoganRobo. Please enjoy the stream. And we are live! How is everybody doing? I see over on the Twitch side of the chat, Extemporaneous was here early with a lurk and a random Transformers check. Shadow Striker, Cyberverse. It's a it's a Decepticon. I don't have Shadow Striker, but she's kind of like a Frankenstein Decepticon. She got like injured in an old fight and got replaced with like other robots parts. It's pretty cool. And also, would you rather have a personal chef or a personal assistant? I think, assuming they're both good at their job, I would think a personal assistant. Because I feel like a chef is great and everything, but you can only like do food stuff, food and drink and things. But personal assistant probably has a wider variety of applications. So that's what I think. Thank you for lurking, Extemporaneous. Queen Katie says howdy. Falling says hello, chat. Suffering through a push work right now. Wish me lucking. I don't know what a push work is, but I hope it's going well. Let me take a gander over the YouTube chat because we also had an early person here who is Olorunle Kaede. Ayo. And then some numbers there, 7099. I'm so sorry, I probably butchered your name. May I call you Kaede for short? Are you someone who was here last time? We've had such an influx of new people from our Poppy Playtime streams. And also, like, one of my Hollow Knight clips randomly is, like, kind of doing really well on YouTube Shorts. So if you're someone new, or if you're not someone new, I should say, or maybe if you were new and then changed your name and I don't recognize who, I apologize, but I'll call you Kaede if that's okay. But you're saying, hello, anyone here? Oh, okay, goes before the stream. I hope you're gonna be able to stick around. Blazecan says, hello, Logan. Been kind of busy as of late, but I'm excited to finally be able to catch a stream. It's been ages. It's good to see you, Blazecan. Now, busy with like good stuff? Because like busyness can be good if it's like productive and all that. Blazecan said, have we lost anyone since I was here? Crap, when was the last time you were here? Because we lost a bunch of people. We got to an ending, but then had to rewind. So it might be fine now. It might be. Okay, I hope. And Blaziken said busy with neutral stuff. I see. Okay, well, I mean, that's better than busy with negative stuff. Over on Twitch, Queen Katie says, happy vague joke from game Logan hasn't played yet day. I assume, okay, it's gotta be like a game I'm planning on playing, right? Like Great Ace Attorney said, on this exact day in game Logan hasn't played yet, the vague thing happened and the entire fandom cheered for it. So it's gotta be March 15th. It's gotta be like, either two characters got together and kissed, or some character stood up to another character. I don't know. Quick said, also, spoiler clip tonight. We already have stuff to look forward to. Baku says, what's up? How you doing, Baku? Good to see you. Oh, and over on YouTube, I see Sveta just got here saying, good evening. How are you doing, Sveta? I'm already at least a couple messages behind in both. Let me have a sip of water, and then we'll get into the game. We'll recap where we left off. So, where we were last time, we had our kind of moral dilemma whether, after all the revelations we've had, should we keep fighting? And we decided, yes, we are going to keep fighting. However, ever since we found out what we actually are, that we're spoilers for those who weren't here, we're not humans. We are clones of Shion, who is an invader baby. And so we are clones of invaders. And ever since that happened, Ato is like a lot nicer to us, still calls us disgusting and wants to vomit. But Ato also gave us a request to head out and collect glasses frames and black lenses. So I suspect he wants to craft some kind of like blindfold for his glasses so that he doesn't have to look at us and he can like become friends again. I mean, he's still like a murderous psycho, but maybe he can be on our team. So we were going to do an exploration for that. Last stream ended right before it. I did that exploration off stream, so I just concluded, and this is the screen that popped up as soon as it was done. We went our separate ways once we were back at school, and I headed to the cafeteria where Ato was waiting for me. And so we're going to report back. There's that little scamp. There's Ato. Okay, but here's the thing. I do hope he wants to rejoin the team. Because, okay, the only thing I like more in anime than like a villain redemption arc is a villain is still a bad guy but wants to work with the heroes for a common goal anyway arc. I just always love that. Even in like old cartoons when I was a kid, anytime like the villain had to team up with the hero, especially if the villain still hates the hero. And especially if the villain hates the hero but knows the hero so well that they actually work together really well. You guys know what I'm talking about? There's got to be like lots of examples of that. So I love it. So I'm hoping Ato is on board with that. I am excited. Let me read just a couple more quick comments to the chat, and then we'll get into the actual game, because we're already like 7 minutes into the stream, and all I've done is load it up. Following over on YouTube says, "Freak bro, I have to leave my giraffe. This streaming platform is losing its animal-friendly charm." I'm sorry, we just no longer... People were taking advantage of our emotional support animal policy and bringing in like giraffes and things. I'm sorry, we just can't. We can't. Following says, "AP US History Law." Oh my gosh, that was my hardest AP class. Even harder than my worst subject, which was French. And I think it's because that I've mentioned this before. My AP history teacher did not teach. And so I had to do it all on my own, all the learning. Baku says, "I ticked off one of my best friends and I feel really bad." I'm sorry, Baku. Hopefully, because it's one of your best friends, you guys will be able to reconcile soon, maybe apologize and do something nice for each other. I'm sorry. Over on YouTube, Blaziken said, "Last time I was here, Shomo was troubled and you let Ava join the team, if I remember correctly." Oh, so here's what happened. Ava joined the team. And then Shoma later comes back. It's like, I'm so sad. I want to get me memories back, but I need more hemo anima. My prisoner wife is the only commander left. Can I eat her? Can I please eat her? And I said, "No, Shoma, don't eat your wife." And then Shoma's like, "I'm gonna eat her anyway." And then she like killed Shoma to stop him from eating her. And then we got kicked out of the school. We went out off of the prisoner wife and spent like 2 weeks just knocking her up. In just getting it on in her tent. And then we came back and she killed Veshness, and everybody had died on our team except for Hiruko, Nozomi, and Ato. And that was the end. And so now we've rewound time where we said, "Okay, Ato, you can eat your wife." And Ato's like, "Oh boy, nom 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 nom. Oh, I remember everything. We're clones." And then Ato was like, "You're not really humans. I still find you ugly, but I'm being nice now." Does that answer your questions, Blaziken? I assume that is a thorough explanation. So Shoma ate his prison wife, and Ato is being nice. I hope I didn't mess up anything in there. Let's see. Oh, we have a new person. Tanner 7086 says, "Hello, new friend." Wait, Tanner, have you been here? Because like I said, we've had so many new people the past couple of streams with Poppy Playtime. Have you been here? If you're new, let me give you the quick rundown of the channel before we play the game. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We're right now alternating between our main game, this 100-line Last Defense Academy, and some shorter games. Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is the current one. We're probably going to be finishing Poppy Playtime on Tuesday, and then Friday of next week, we'll have a new game. I'm trying to decide what to do. Because like the Hollow Knight clips are suddenly popping off on YouTube, I'm like, maybe I should give Hollow Knight another try. Or I kind of want to play Outer Wilds, or maybe Nausea. There's all sorts of games and all sorts of options. But how are you doing, Tanner? And I read every comment in chat. I'm always behind. But before we get into the game, let me give you our link tree. I'll post this. Oh crap, I see right as I'm typing in the link tree on the bottom of Twitch, I see that Queen Katie is saying I said Ato ate his wife. I'm sorry. Blaziken, Ato does not have a wife. And it's not because he ate his wife. He just never had a wife to begin with. It's Shoma who ate his wife. I'm sorry, does that clarify? Oh, there's Queen Katie said, also next choice is day 82. I have faith in you. Oh, so it'll be tomorrow, so we get to do a choice right away. Thank you. And Blaziken says, geez Louise, that's wild. I missed the good part. Yeah, a lot has happened. And Queen Katie said, Logan, you said Ato ate his wife. You meant Shoma, right? I'm so sorry. Ato, for all the bad things he has done, has never eaten his or, well, okay, he's eaten Hiruko, and he did eat Shoma's wife in the first timeline. But he's never eaten his own wife. I think for all of his flaws, he is at least a good enough person that if he committed to a relationship, he would not eat the other person in it. If that is, I hope that's fair. Let's see, Quick Katie with a smile says, quote, still a murderous psycho. Yeah, you could say that. Baku says, I'll buy her a monster. Oh, an energy drink or like a creature like, arr. Anyway, hi. We should play some game. I hope that our new people like Tanner over on YouTube and Kaede, who was there earlier, will not regret popping in here and will stick around and enjoy the show. Welcome back, Takumi. How'd it go? Did you find what I asked for? Yeah, this is it, right? I handed over the items Ato had requested. Well done as always. Thank you. This is such a big help. What are you planning on using this for? Oh, there's just a little something I wanted to make in the gift-o-matic. God, isn't it obvious? He's the guy who can't look at us, and we're making glasses that you can't see through. What else does... And this is after he made like a secret request to Sirei. What else does ProTag think Ato's making? Huh? The gift-o-matic? What are you making? You don't have to be so suspicious. It's nothing that's gonna hurt any of you. If it's gonna do harm to anyone, I suppose it would be me. What? Anyway, thanks to you, I have everything I need and my mind is made up. I hope it is just like blacked out glasses and it's not gonna be like, well, I'm gonna gouge out my eyeballs and but I always see blind people on TV with dark glasses, so I gotta cover up the empty sockets. They're unseemly. Made up about what? You're all gonna meet in the cafeteria tomorrow morning like always, right? You'll just have to look forward to finding out then. I don't think I will, actually. Don't say that, just enjoy the surprise. Pew! Ato left the cafeteria with his usual faint grin plastered on his face. What is up with him? Exhausted from my conversation with Ato and all our searching, I spent the rest of the day in my room resting. And saving. Day 82. This is decision day according to Queen Katie. Bum, bum. This is a new morning announcement. Yeah. Yeah, glory. Yeah, all that stuff. Let's see, over on Twitch, Falling says, my AP Comp Sci teacher was the same. I just gave up and dropped it. That probably would have been smart of me to do, but I think the teacher I had was the only one in my school that was teaching AP American History. Said, lucky my A push. Oh, because A push, like the word APUSH for history. APUSH. A push. See, I'm not cool. I am so not hip to the young person vernacular that I didn't know that was code for AP US history. Oh, there's something. That's a YouTube thing. Someone just subscribe. Now, is that your username? Someone? I don't know if you're in the channel right now or if you're just like watching a short. If you are, I gave Tanner the rundown earlier. Schedules Tuesdays, Thursdays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. This is our main game, 100 Line. We're also playing right now. We're going to be finishing up Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 on Tuesday. We'll replace it with something else on the schedule. I'll update Discord tomorrow with that. The link tree is in the chat still. You can scroll up a little bit for that, and I read every comment. I'm always behind, but I will read it if you post something in the chat. Oh, and also just to let you know other types of games we played in the past include Danganronpa, Ace Attorney, Persona, Deltarune, Omori, just other stuff of that flavor and variety. So I hope you enjoy it. Queen Katie said, yeah, Falling says, lucky my A-push teacher is amazing, and I'll hopefully have her for AP government as well. Nice. Queen Katie said, Logan, you said Ato ate his wife. Logan, you mean Shoma. I'm sorry. Ato has done a lot of bad things, but not wife eating. I should not besmirch his bad name. Ato said something would happen in the cafeteria this morning. I don't know what he has planned, but I don't have a good feeling about it. I should probably go to the cafeteria anyway. It's gonna be that he'll have, as I said, he's gonna have like sunglasses, really dark ones. Let's see if there's anybody on the way down. Oh, we can talk to Ima. That's something some people probably enjoy. Good morning, Mr. Sumino. Say, last night, I saw Mr. Outsuki and Sirei sneaking around. I'm worried they might be plotting something. I thought I'd better report it to you, team leader. Now then, I have a new recipe to work on in the cafeteria. Ato and Sirei, what are those two up to? I mean, for the first time, not killing each other. So, I mean, that's a bonus. Okay, so we're gonna go in there. Ato's either gonna already be in there and have dark sunglasses on, or he'll unveil them. Let's go. Let's see. We gotta keep an eye out for him, see if we can spot it. I know I'm gonna be right. I've gotta be right about this. Oh, he's not here yet. There was no sign of Ato when I got to the cafeteria. Huh? Where's Ato? Don't tell me you're worried about him. No, not worried, just... Why would he say all that just to not show up? What is he up to? By the way, Sirei isn't here either. What's going on? At that very moment, ... Okay! Here we go. Here's the moment. At that very moment. Is Ato already gonna have the sunglasses on? I was right! I shouldn't be this excited. It was obvious. It was so obvious that it was annoying how much Takumi, didn't realize what was going on. Sirei came into the cafeteria, leading Ato by the hand.
Oh.
Sorry for the wait, soldiers.
Huh?
The wait for what? And why are you two holding hands?
Oh my, when did you get so friendly with each other? Sirei and Ato sitting in a tree, doing it. I don't know how that song goes.
It's not like that. He's just lending me a hand, as it were. Or a little marshmallow nub. So there we go. You can even see little shine on these glasses. So yeah, this has got to be so that he'll join the team back up, right? Let me take a look at the chat again. Over on YouTube, Blazekin says, I gotcha. Sveta says, Logan, you missed my info. Wait, I did? I missed your info? Hang on. I got to scroll up a little bit. Oh crap, I did! I am so sorry, Sveta. I don't know how I missed that. Sveta said it's 16th March here, which is Ato's birthday! And then happy birthday, Ato. Oh, how perfect. So his birthday present to himself is gouging out his own eyes and being friends again with us. Once we reach midnight on the Eastern time zone, we can probably wish happy birthday to him. Thank you, Sveta. I'm so sorry. I accidentally skipped that. Sometimes the YouTube chat will scroll without me and I'll kind of miss a comment. I'm so sorry. And then Sveta says, hello, Tanner. Sveta says, imagine he somehow manages to make a bomb out of lenses and frames. Oh, we have a new person, Fredward Faz Barrington, saying hello, gang. Hey, hope you're having fun. Fredward, have you been here before? As I said before, we've had so many new people with Poppy Playtime, I can't keep track of everybody, but if you're new, schedule Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. I need just a command or maybe I need to have that be the sticky on YouTube. But yeah, we're playing this. Our other game is Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. We're going to finish that on Tuesday. Tomorrow on Discord, I'll post what our next game is going to be to take its time slot. And I read every comment in chat. I'm always behind, but welcome, Fredward. And Sveta says, hello, Fredward. Ato, you look stylish. And then it's okay. Over on Twitch, Quick Kitty says, nausea! Sorry, I lit up at that. The final anime episode came out yesterday and I haven't watched it yet, but man, I love that game so much. I'm excited to play it. It's finding time for everything. Quick Kitty says, also, Ato is clearly gay. He ain't marrying a wife, just marrying Takumi. Well, but he's not gonna eat Takumi. Unless, they're both into that. I don't know what two gentlemen do within the confines of their own bedroom. And then Quick says, or at least that was the plan, but no, they're siblings. Well, I mean, Ato is like a murderer. I'm gonna be honest, getting it on with a sibling is probably not, beneath a murderer. And then Quick says, ad quote, see, I'm not cool. It's true. Where's the lie? It's not like that. He's just lending me a hand, as it were. Oh, and I forgot to mention, by the way, thank you to all those of you who are here instead of watching the Oscars tonight. I'd forgotten they were on until I suddenly saw Conan O'Brien was trending. I'm like, oh, that's wonderful. I love Conan. This because of Oscar stuff.
You trying to look tough with those shades? Because you look like a goof to me.
Come on now. I went out of my way to make these with the Gift-O-Matic. Huh? Hold on, the Gift-O-Matic? Don't tell me you made me go exploring so you could make a pair of sunglasses. Of course I did.
Hey!
Of course? I did all that for those?
How long are you going to keep them on anyway? I already think you're adorable, so you can take them off. I love it when they do the taking off and whipping your hair around. It's like the ugly librarian turning into the sexy librarian in a movie.
Should I? I don't mind. But are you sure you'll be all right? Oh, crap, he did gouge out his eyes. Okay, I thought it was, okay, crap, he did gouge out his eyes. Are you sure you will be all right? What does that mean? Are we gonna see his empty eye sockets?
Hey, Takumi, isn't Ato acting a little strange?
Strange how? I mean, he's already strange. Normal would be strange for Ato. His reactions are off. Where is he looking? I'm making blind man noises. Let's talk to everybody else. I assume he's not going to show. This game probably doesn't have the budget to give Ato. Well, I guess they gave him new assets with the sunglasses on. And they'd probably only have to do like one sprite with his empty eyeballs. Let's talk to everybody. I need to focus on Ato. Something's not quite right with him. A lot of stuff is very not right, but this thing is only not quite right. Okay, crap. We're doing this. We are doing this. Hey, Ato.
Oh.
Yes, Takumi. Okay, from that angle, it looks like there's still an eyeball in there. But I could be wrong. Or maybe he didn't gouge out his eyes. Maybe he just splashed bleach in them and destroyed them. Nozomi's right. Something is off. His reactions are clearly different from yesterday. Wait, but if this is to rejoin the team, how is he going to be able to fight like this? It's not like he's Daredevil and has, like, extra senses. I mean, a lot of people who are, like, blind, that are, like, adults who are blind, have been blind since they were kids, and they've, like, gotten used to it. They've acclimated. Their other senses compensate to an extent, and they know how to... This is just brand new. It's hard to tell with those sunglasses, but he doesn't seem to be looking me in the eye. Oh, no. He gently removed his shades. Ato, could you take those sunglasses off? I don't mind. I just worry you may not like what you see. With that, Ato took the sunglasses in his hand, removing them with an awkward motion. We all gasped like this. Okay, so they're not showing it. Ah! There was nothing behind them! He didn't have to go this far! So maybe he had to talk to Saray and like... Well, I guess if he's rejoined the team, he would have to have his DNA records put back in the database for the Revive-O-Matic. So maybe he's... Yes, Saray, can you edit it so it doesn't give me eyeballs back? This is gonna be painful. I don't want to have to do this every time I'm revived. Nothing at all in the place where his eyes used to be. Just two gaping black holes!
Ato, your eyes!
Yes, sorry to disturb you. I took them out.
Yeah, just got a little ice cream scoop. Surprisingly easy. Round.
Took them out? Here, see for yourselves.
Wait, does he have them in his pocket? Ato extended a hand, and in the center of his palm, are you kidding me?
I gouged my eyes out last night, all on my own.
Can't we just gift Matic some glass eyeballs to put in there? Like, why are they squishy? Would they stay in his pocket? I would worry if I put them in my pocket, I'd sit down and I'd actually squish them. In the same way, like, I wouldn't put a piece of cake in my pocket. It'd get squished and make a mess.
Pretty clean work, isn't it? I thought I'd hold on to them as a keepsake.
Dude, do like a normal person and put them in a jar on your nightstand next to your other jars with ponies.
Like a parrot with an umbilical cord.
What? Moko, I don't think... Chat, do parents keep umbilical cords of their children? I've never been a dad. I've been a baby. I'm pretty sure my parents don't have my umbilical cord. What is wrong with you? You gouged out your own eyes? And this is the first time the entire game Subasa's almost vomiting sprite seems warranted. I am going to read some chat because this is something that is happening. Let's see, Queen said, or at least, oh, I read that. Queen says, keep an eye out. Most foreshadowing lines said by Logan unknowingly. Keep an eye out. Now he's got both eyes out. He kept his eyes out. Queen Katie with a smile. Falling says, "Hi, chat is so empty today. I know it's so sleepy on Twitch. I was chatting up a storm with Vero earlier about Transformers. And I was like, Vero, I gotta make sure I give you time to like rest up so you can be a stream. And then there's no Vero. Miscommand. Queen says, that's such a fun moment too. Falling says, at least it sounds like there's a whole lot of new people over on YouTube. Again, there's been like a ton from Poppy Playtime. Speaking of YouTube, let me take a look over there. Where did I leave off? Blaziken said, Fredward is me. Oh, Blaziken. Oh, so Fredward is like an alternate account of you, I think. Blaziken said, I am Fredward Fazberington. And Sveta says, well, this is some commitment. I mean, yeah. It's kind of like, I don't know how historically accurate it is, but you know, there's that story, maybe it really happened, maybe it's a legend or whatever, of Van Gogh cutting off his ear and sending it to a prostitute. This is more than that. Because Van Gogh only cut off one ear, B, cutting off an ear probably doesn't make it not function. And C, I think I would value my eyes more than one ear. Like, so Ato, this is a romantic gesture he's doing for his clone sibling. It's so messed up. This is so messed up. Joshua saying hi. How you doing, Joshua? Sveta says hi, Joshua. Sveta says, Logan, true, he needs glass eyes. Without eyes, human skulls collapse. Wait, what? Without eyes, human skulls collapses? Like the bone and everything? But bone is like hard. It just, like the eye, these squishy little orbs are what's keeping the bone the right, what? Or does it just like collapse in the sense like the brain starts like leaking out the eyeball? It's like, gotta keep that up in there. Go, you know, just how? I'm gonna read a couple comments over on YouTube as well. Queen says, the Oscars are tonight. I know, I completely forgot. Says, these big events are going over my head. It's like I live under a rock. Says, oh, you gamu, little do you know. Spoiler clip incoming. Well, I have an inkling as to what this spoiler clip might be. I don't know what's in the clip, but I have a feeling I know what it's gonna be about. Let me have a quick sip of water here. Okay. Let's play some more. Ato put his sunglasses back on and responded in a calm tone. Exactly. So I wouldn't have to look at your ugly faces. I can still smell you though. I'm gonna cut off my nose and have like a clown nose on. I'm gonna be delightful. That's the reason you blinded yourself? Why would you do that? Was looking at us that horrible of an experience? Oh, yes, I couldn't stand it. Until now, I believed my eyes were righteous eyes that reflected the hideousness of mankind. But that was nothing more than a false memory, just manufactured hatred. I prefer authentic hatred. I knew it was all a lie. But so long as I had these eyes in my head, I couldn't help but loathe you. This was my only option to change that.
Wait, so does that mean you no longer loathe us? You love us?
I'll give it to you straight. I want you to let me back on the team.
It's the first time Ato has given Takumi anything straight. Ato wanted to do gay stuff with him. You've gotta be kidding!
Yeah, we're not falling for that. You're just planning on stabbing us in the back later, aren't you? Or doing non-straight stuff with Takumi, which I don't have a problem with that. It's just that you're basically brothers now. That is the part I have a problem with.
Don't be ridiculous. I can't even see your back anymore.
Am I supposed to laugh at that?
Objection!
Wow! What did I do wrong, Gallop? Other than
everything I just said in retrospect. I'm going to read a couple more quick comments, I guess. Let's see. Queen Katie says, spoiler clip incoming 2, actually. The second one is last minute today, just now. Oh, it's got to be earlier. Talking about the eyes. Said you were saying about him being a psycho, huh? Yeah, this went farther than I thought it was just going to be like dark sunglasses. And Falling says, I gently opened the door. And Queen Katie says, oh, just wait, Logan, just you wait. It gets worse than this. Is he gonna get rid of his nose? Is he gonna look like, I don't know if you guys have seen those pictures of Michael Jackson toward the end of his life, because he just had nose job after nose job after nose job. And like toward the end, I think there was one where it got botched and he basically looked like a skull. Ha! Oh, and over on YouTube, Blaziken said, yes, some parents keep the umbilical cord. I don't know why, I just know it's a thing. Are these the same parents? Because I've heard that like, sometimes there'll be a thing where the parents will like eat the placenta, which, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm not a parent. Maybe someday, when I am, I'll look at the baby and I'll be like, that umbilical cord, want to keep that placenta, just want to eat it. I just don't see the appeal right now. By the way, I re-registered Outsuki to the Revive-O-Matic after the defensive battle the other day. I also tweaked the settings so that now when he's revived, he'll come back exactly the way you see him now. I was right! He was saying, like, make sure my eyes are gone. Ooh. He asked me to do that for him yesterday. That's what you were doing with him? So if Ato gets murked and comes back, he's not going to be able to see? Huh. I hope that when if we try to play as Ato, we tell him to go over there, he just like wanders and just goes somewhere else and just like is swinging his scythe just randomly at everything. This is an expression of my commitment. Now that I can't see your ugly visages, I don't have to hate you anymore. I mean, I still can, but I'm just saying I don't have to. My hatred will be authentically my own. Won't you accept me as your comrade once again? I genuinely do want to fight with you. Is he being serious? But why this all of a sudden? It's not sudden at all. It's been on my mind ever since I found out the truth. Honestly, even before then, ever since Takumi spared my life and took me back. Until now, I despised all of humanity, so I kept everyone at arm's length. I even killed my own family. No, memories, fake memories. You didn't do that, bro. Or so I was made to believe. What? There's nobody that I love. As for my family, I killed them when I was a kid. I couldn't bear to be around such hideous creatures. I was made to believe that destroying mankind in all of its hideousness was my sacred duty. But it was no more than a false motive born from false memories. I mean, all the insanity of what Ato has been doing aside, he does exhibit some remarkable self-awareness to be able to just like cast aside his fake memories like this. My hatred, my righteous eyes, all of the suffering I felt spending time around ugly human beings, every last second of it was a mere glitch. I can't. Oh, is he squeezing his eyes? Speaking with a quivering voice, Ato dropped his eyes on the floor. Okay, nobody step on those. And we gotta clean them off. If he puts it back in the socket, it'll be dirty, he could get an infection. Oh, he's gonna be, oh man, Ato is gonna be so easy for him to catch pink eye now.
I can't stand it.
Oh, okay. Oh, no! You said you wanted to keep those! You cannot trust him with eyeballs! He crushed his own eyeballs with a vigorous stomp of his heel. It's not the heel, that's the ball of his foot. The game lied to me. What the heck are you doing? I felt empty. I'm sure all of you did too. Ato, real talk. If you want to convince us to let you back on the team, you should probably not act like a crazy person. Just for 5 seconds. But despite that, you got back on your feet and started to move on.
Even though you were betrayed and manipulated, you decided to fight for your comrades. I never imagined I would feel this way, but it was beautiful to me.
Beautiful?
I had another thought, too. I thought, if we started just calling dogs cats, would they start to act like cats? Are they only different because we tell them they are? I don't understand animals. Everything I'd seen so far was entirely surface level. It'd be better for me to tear out my eyes. If I did, then I'd be able to see your innate beauty. And that's why you did this. By the way, I burned out my nasal mucosa too. Okay, so we don't have to worry about cutting off the nose. He just did it. He did it right up in there. I wouldn't have been able to bear the stench of you otherwise. So, okay. I mean, he does taste, sound, and touch. Those are going to be 3 strong senses. Yeah, wow. So we cannot trust him to be able to tell when there's a gas leak. I need to read some more comments in the chat. Queen Gator said, there we go. Now the clips come. Okay, so we have a couple clips. For those that are lurking or are new or who don't know the deal, if people post a clip into either chats, we load it up in our clip viewer and we watch it together. Some of our community members, such as Queen Katie over on the Twitch side of the chat, will sometimes do things that we would call spoiler clips, which is where I guess something very right, guess something very wrong, accidentally foreshadow something or something along that lines. Looks like we have 2 of these for this big Ato reveal. So let's go ahead and check these out. This first clip is from 2 months ago, titled "Blinded" by Takumi's kindness. So let's check out this clip and they laugh. You know what I am and what I'm planning, but you're still gonna let me live. You're a really nice guy, Takumi. Really. Just too nice. Of course, you still look like a hideous monstrosity. What if we blind him? Gouge out his eyes, then he can't tell how ugly we look to him anymore.
Oh, crap!
That's enough.
Okay, I didn't remember saying that. Oh my gosh. Wow, okay, that was just a passing thought. Apparently you gotta trust your instincts. Sometimes if a solution presents itself, you should just run with it. We have learned that just now. And we have one more from Queen Katie. And this one is titled, Logan, no, also Clipper is being weird, so this is all ... I can't tell the rest of it, unfortunately. But let's at least watch what it is. It's gonna do harm to anyone. I suppose it would be me. What? Anyway, thanks to you, I have everything I need and my mind is made up. I hope it is just like blacked out glasses and it's not gonna be like, well, I'm gonna gouge out my eyeballs and but I always see blind people on TV with dark glasses, so I gotta cover up the empty sockets. They're unseemly. Made up about what? This is... I honestly thought it was just gonna be sunglasses so that he would, like, dark enough that he wouldn't have to look at us.
Ato, I am starting to think he is a little bit cray-cray.
Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Let's see. Sveta says, Logan, this whole belief system collapsed. Let him be emotional about it.
Under normal circumstances, I would say yes, but what we need to see from Ato is a capacity to be not a crazy man liability. That he could be emotional on his own time, I think, right? Owen Blaziken with an asterisk. He said, I don't know why parents do it, just saying asterisk smell. Said, oh, we can't smell anymore. Now Ato and me are no smell buddies. I have tracheostomy. I'm probably saying that wrong, but that's interesting. So can you not smell at all? Like completely not smell? Like how does that affect things? That's got to affect the taste of things to begin with. Because like your sense of taste and smell are very linked together. That's why they say if you hold your nose, you can't taste stuff as strongly, right? That's interesting. Okay, let me have a sip of water, get back in the game. Oh, actually, one more. I see Queen Gita says, I'm actually so glad Logan didn't read chat before this moment happened and read my spoiler message about what Logan said, lol. I'm just amazed this game, like,
We've got so few days left until we reach day 100 and whatever the true ending is going to be, and they're still just pulling weird crap out of this game's butt. By the way, I burned out my nasal mucosa too. I wouldn't have been able to bear the stench of you otherwise.
Huh?
This beehole can't be serious. I burned that out too. I thought it would help it so my farts wouldn't smell, but apparently that's not how butts work. Honestly,
I still feel like humanity ought to be wiped out for all I care. If anything, those feelings have only grown.
well, I mean, maybe you can at least wait until we get back to the artificial satellite, you know? I'm not back to it. We've never been there in the first place. I don't know if we're even gonna want to go up there. Well, I guess if we wipe out everybody here, they'll just come down here. But there's still something going on there, right? Because the end of the last 100 days, there was a bit where the walkie-talkie came back and everyone was like, oh, it's crazy, Takumi, there's something going on the satellite.
But I can still fight if it's for all of you.
Yay.
I can bear humanity's sins and fight for my beautiful comrades, who are in turn fighting for each other.
So does he now finally actually believe in all that power of friendship stuff that he was spouting earlier in the game?
It seems that although I once hated you, I've actually grown to love you.
Yay.
Hey, oh my gosh! You can't just confess like that, but I accept. Come on, I'm taking the blind man up to my room right now.
It's your blind brother, Moko. I gotta remember that. I keep forgetting. I can't do gross shipping jokes because they're all related now, except for Nozomi. So I'll ask you once more. Allow me to rejoin the team and be your comrade. I want to fight alongside you for what little time remains. Takumi, what do we do? It's hard to think he's lying if he's so resolved that he gouged out his own eyes.
Huh?
This is still the person who got in bed with the enemy. You know. There's no telling how things might shake out.
But it's clear now that we're not human, so what reason would Ato have to hate us? Besides me being such a dweeb, I mean.
We are trying to save humanity, though.
You cannot be serious! This freaking psycho ripped out his own dang eyeballs! Also, please appreciate the fact that I'm using G-rated language, so Logan does not have to censor this outburst.
If we consider our upcoming fight with Veshness, the more fighters we have, the better.
Okay, that's finally... Other than me just thinking, like I said before, I love it when bad guys join with us, and me thinking it'd be the most interesting thing to have him join us. Saray is presenting a compelling argument. The whole idea is that Veshness is now overpowered, and so we could use all the help we can get, right?
Screw that! I ain't getting behind this. I don't trust this freak.
Unless Takemaru leaves the team if we accept Ato. Hey now, let's not argue. How about we listen to the opinion of our team leader instead? Thank you, Toilet Duck! I will say, that is probably a good idea because we're about to have a decision. Thank you, Toilet Duck! Oh, I just glanced over and we have a new person, a first-time chat over on Twitch. The game is _on. Saying, love the voices. Oh, thank you! I should point out, these are not my attempts at doing actual impressions of anybody. I just like doing silly voices and kind of fits the vibe I get from. So the game is on. Let me give you the quick rundown of the channel. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are right now alternating between this, 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and some other shorter games. We're about to finish Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 on Tuesday. What about? Oh, there's something on YouTube side of chat. What's that going on? Oh, Amibros just subscribed. Okay, so Amibros, perfect timing. I was just giving the game is on, the rundown. So if you're in the chat on YouTube, hopefully you can hear this as well. So that's the schedule. I read every comment in chat. I'm always behind. So the game is on. I'm a little bit behind over on Twitch. Not super behind tonight, surprisingly, but a little bit behind. But I have an overlay that shows the very bottom of the chat, so that's why I saw your little first-time chat notification. But if you type anything else in the chat, I will read it eventually. It may just take a little bit of time. Same with Amibros over on YouTube. And I should probably post this again. Let me post our link tree one more time. Because we've been streaming for about 45 minutes. I should do this periodically. This has all of our social media, including a Discord invite, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all that good stuff. Feel free to check it out. And also, just to give our new friends an idea of the type of games we play, we played in the past Danganronpa. That's why we were so excited to play this one. Ace Attorney, Persona, Deltarune, Omori, stuff like that. I'm very excited for Danganronpa 2x2 coming up down the road. We're going to play Great Ace Attorney Chronicles fairly soon-ish. I'd love to hear how you guys found us. I assume maybe you guys are fans of the 100 line. This is a blind playthrough, so no spoilers. But yeah, we're going to make a decision here. Because we're paused, let me read a couple comments to the chat, get a little bit closer to catching up. Queen Katie says, so there's this horror manga called Kaya-chan Isn't Scary. In it, there's an entire ritual where they keep the cord for curse purposes. Talking the umbilical cord again, namely the cord that belongs to an ancestor of the family. And Queen Katie with the Hydrate command. I feel like I've heard that title before. Kaya-chan Isn't Scary, but I didn't know that about it. But thank you for the Hydrate. Gallop says to Queen Katie, how was your birthday? Queen Katie said it was great, got some manga and played some games. Yeah, she had some like play-by-play on the Discord. It sounded like an amazing couple of days. Queen Katie says, add quote, you cannot trust him with eyeballs. And Falling says, you read Manhwa Jungle Juice is, oh, if you read Manhwa, Jungle Juice is a pretty good one. It's on Webtoon. Let me take a glance over the YouTube side of the chat. Let's see. Sveta says, I think Gaku never actually swears, probably because he's used to being around his non-existent younger sibling. Oh, I like that as a reason. I have commented once or twice before how I like that he, I think he has once or twice, but I think it's been very seldom. And I do like that, because I don't swear, and so it makes it easier for me to read his dialogue as is. But I like that as the reason why. And Dermo says, hi, how you doing, Dermo? Dermo, you've played this game, so you already know it, but Eito, this man is he's a little bonkers, and he's no longer. You know why Eito does. You know why Eito did this? He wants to rejoin the team, and he one time heard somebody say there is no I in team, and he took that very literally. But hi, Dermo, and Sveta says hi, Dermo. Okay. I'll be back to the chat soon. Again, the game's on Amiibros. I will read any other comments you guys have got. But yeah, let's play a little bit more. Then I'll be back in the chat. I promise. And thanks again to both of you for the follows. Hey now, let's not argue. How about we listen to the opinion of our team leader instead?
Well, Takumi?
Takumi, think very hard about whether we can really trust him. He did kill me before, apparently. Oh, wait, we got another follow. Oh, no, yeah, sorry, the game is on. I don't know why I thought you had followed. You had just written something in the chat. That was not me pressuring you to follow. But thank you. I really appreciate that. I hope that means you do not regret wandering in here. So thank you. Sorry for the confusion, but I really, really appreciate that. Also, this is funny. Every other time we've made a decision in this game, they usually have a pretty even split of everybody saying, this side has some good points, this side has some good points. This time, everybody's like, he's crazy. Yeah, he's nuts. I mean, Shiona's like, I guess it kind of makes sense. Suray's the only one who's like, nah, we need more people. Everybody else like, this guy is nuts. I still think the most interesting thing would be to accept him back onto the team. I'd rather not be murdered again. I'm sure you understand. Make your decision wisely. Well, Takumi, will you let me join you? Eito betrayed us. He did nothing but deceive us the last time around. He destroyed Suray, killed Hiruko, framed Nozomi, and in the end killed Shion. He also killed Ava. Why are we forgetting about that? And got Ima kidnapped by Ava. All of that bad stuff. But he's not the same person he was back then. He's different now that he knows the truth. And above all else, right now we need all of the fighting power we can get. Can we really trust him? No. Should we trust him? It would be fun. I want us to. Can I really say for certain he won't ruin everything for us in the end? Here we go! So chat, because we have gotten bad endings from me just trying to get the good ending, I will check with you guys. My gut instinct is to accept him because I think, A, I think that'll be most interesting, and B, I love bad guys fighting alongside the good guys. I guess if it's the wrong decision, you guys will correct me and I can rewind it. But that's what I'm thinking. Let me read a couple more quick comments to the chat, though. Quick said, what's next? Drills his ears out? Yeah, because I don't know. Apparently he's fine with our voices, but maybe pretty soon. You know what? He needs to be, what was that meme? Quadruple amputee Hajime? He needs to do that. All of his senses, all of his limbs, and we just like chuck him at the bad guys like a football. Get a nice spiral on his aerodynamic torso. Following says, gulp. Quigita says, exactly, Logan, this entire game is so wild to talk about in the spoiler chat during your first route, knowing what you had coming up. Me and Crystal made so many blind jokes every now and then for Ato. Well, I mean, it's not like he was gonna see what you wrote. Quigita says, after multiple days of being a traitor and ruining everyone's plans a day, sorry, I actually love you guys. Oh, whoa, I want to be your ally. Whoa. And there's where the game is on, came in. Falling says, story games like these confuse me so much. I'm just here for Logan's commentary, Loki. I hope it's enjoyable commentary. I would imagine it could probably get rather frustrating and annoying sometimes, but thank you, Falling. I really appreciate that. Quingita says, man, Gaku is literally player mental state for insane moments like this. And then Quingita says, makes sense. I guess, though, Gaku is the average poor man. He has the most common sense of the entire squad, outside of him being a weirdo around girls sometimes. Well, except that he'll, like, treat a small amount of money, but, like, as a lot. Remember when Kurara paid him to cheer up Kako? And I think it was, like, I can't remember exactly. We checked how much it would cost in American dollars. It was basically like $50, I think. But he knows the value of a dollar. The Game is On says, I have completed the game in every way. In every way I can, now need more, so I must watch other people complete it. Well, I'm glad to have you here. I hope you enjoy me fumbling through. We got, well, we did, after we completed the first default route and traveled back in time, I wanted to do a run where I just try and fumble my way through on my own. Chat did override one of my decisions. There was a part where we had to choose between sacrificing Takemaru, Kyoshika, or Tsubasa. And my gut instinct was to sacrifice Takemaru. And chat told me I could not do that it would lead to an unstreamable route. And so I had to choose somebody else, and I chose Kyoshika. And then I kept going, and eventually I reached an ending where we ran away with Ava and hooked up with her, and yeah. So that was weird. We just spent like 2 weeks getting it on in her tent. Not what I was expecting to have happen. And so now we've rewound, and I think we're still on track to get the true ending. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Derma says, yeah, Ato taking some cues from Somnium Files. Oh, because Aiba is that's right. Aiba is Date's eyeball popping out. Oh my gosh. Well, and also didn't, that was also a thing, wasn't it? That the murderers were taking out their eyeballs or something? Because when we tried to save, crap, what's her name? Pink-haired girl. She was like missing one of her eyes or something. It's been so long since we played that, and I still have only done the one route. Kuya says, Dermo, good times. Hope Logan comes back to the game someday. He only got the Mizuki end last time. That didn't answer many questions, but it was a very emotionally fulfilling ending. Dermo says, Queen Gate 100% love that game, except, yeah. And Queen Gate says, don't worry, Logan. Gut is correct. Bring him on board. Okay, good. Let's accept him and all his weirdness. I love this. This is so nuts. We're less than an hour into stream tonight, and I'm just loving everything that's happening in this game. This is so insane. Okay, Ato, I'm gonna trust you one last time.
Thank you. It means a lot to me just to hear that.
Wait a sec, Takumi, are you for real? Like, for real? The thing that Ryuji, why I keep on saying Ryuji says in Persona 5. For real?
You're gonna trust this creep?
At the very least, his commitment is genuine. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone to these lengths.
I think he went a little too far, personally.
Yeah! I'm glad Nozomi has a good sense on this. The eyeball gouging out thing is a red flag. I mean, historically, not a lot of good people do that. The earliest example I can think of in history is Oedipus, and he did it because he got it on with his mom. And now Ato wants to get it on with his clone brother. It's not a good reason for gouging out your chat. Just don't do incest, okay? And if you want to, if you really feel like you want to, at least don't gouge out your eyes. Please? Chat? I don't ask you much.
But if I didn't do this, I'd be too focused on your hideous external appearance. There's not much I can do about my hearing. So unfortunately, your voices are still great to me. Oh, that answers, who was it? Was it Sveta or Falling was asking about his hearing?
How dare you slander my mellifluous voice? I like saying that word even though I struggle to pronounce it. My mellifluous voice.
I understand your uneasiness, but let's give him a chance to prove himself. This is all so we can protect each other, so we can survive.
If that's Mr. Sumino's decision, we'll just have to go along with it. We're just NPCs. We have no choice. But if you take so much as one step out of line... Oh, hang on.
Hi, friends.
Vero! Thank you for the 10 bits. How are you, Vero? I was just saying earlier that I was bummed because we had such a long conversation on Discord today about Transformers over on the server, and then I was like, oh, did Vero fall asleep anyway? So Vero, thank you for the 10 bits. TFCon is officially over out in Burbank. It is done. I'm sad that I missed it, but I hope your friends had a good time. Did your friends take lots of photos and have those things to show you? Because that's always fun with conventions. But Vero! How are you? Okay. Let's keep playing though, Vera. Thank you for the 10 bits. I've been in the chat a lot so far tonight. Oh crap! How do we explain to Vera what has happened? Vero, did you watch the VOD from? Because I can't remember. I don't think you were here at the end of the last 100 line stream. But if you watched the VOD, it ended with Ato wanting us to gather some supplies to make basically dark sunglasses. And it was like, oh, this is great. Ato, he wants to fight with us again. He wants to rejoin the team. He's going to get these so that he doesn't have to look at us and darken it out. Turns out, no. He ripped out his own eyeballs and just wanted the sunglasses so that we wouldn't have to look at the gory, empty, bloody sockets beneath. So we're friends again now. Yay. Yay.
If that's Mr. Sumino's decision, we'll just have to go along with it. But if you take so much as one step out of line, Mr. Outsuki, you'll get what's coming to you. A new set of eyeballs.
Understood. I'll remain in my cage unless I'm needed.
Can we still do hangouts with him? Will he just have sunglasses on in them? Will they? He can't like still read books in the library because he probably doesn't know Braille, huh?
I thought he was really passionate about UV radiation.
Well, all of us are. I mean, you can see how pale we all are. Since I thought it was because we were raised in the Tokyo residential complex, but it turns out it's because we're test tube babies. But I mean, that he can be both. They aren't mutually exclusive. But thank you very much for the 10 bits. To show my gratitude, I'll take care of cleaning the school. I'll even clean your bathrooms if you like. No, all this Shoma has left. He's gonna feel extra useless without that.
No, thank you. I don't want this creepy guy around things that I sit my bare butt on.
At any rate, I'm glad to be back. I'll do everything I can to be useful. But would you mind if I rested for today? My eye sockets still hurt. I need to go put a bandage on them. Maybe a little Neosporin. Maybe a lot of Neosporin. Go ahead. I'll clean out Suki's smushed eyeballs off the floor. I wish that this screenshot was something I could go back in time and just like have be my first impression of this game. I'll clean out Suki's smushed eyeballs off the floor. Don't remind me. I still can't believe you did that. Please excuse the mess. It was a heat of the moment thing. After seeing what Ato did, this is something he can't do anymore. None of us had an appetite anymore. I gulped down a drink and went back to my room. Are we going to have actual free time, or are we just going to fast forward? Phew. I never would have guessed we'd be fighting alongside Ato again. At least we don't need to worry about him turning on us this time, I think. I have to stop dwelling on Ato, huh?
So was it viciousness or did he do it himself, which I can't exclude as an option?
He did it to himself. He did it to himself. He basically he said to Siray, it's like, hey Siray, can you put my DNA back in the database? But do a little edit. I'm gonna
gouge out my eyeballs tomorrow. And I want to make sure if I come back, I don't get new ones, okay? And Takumi, go make me some sunglasses. We're like, okay, here's the stuff for making sunglasses. Like, I'll see you in the cafeteria tomorrow. And then he comes, it's like, well, where is everybody? I gouged out my eyeballs. Here they are. I keep them in my pocket. He literally does. And then he put them on the ground. He squished them. And then he's like, I also burned out my nose insides. So, yay, friendship. I love all you guys. Thank you very much for the 10 bits. It has been an interesting hour, Vero. But yeah, you missed some crap. I have to stop dwelling on Ato. I should figure out what I'm going to do today instead. Free time! Okay. Save. What do our materials look like? In our expedition, I got a little tiny bit of textiles. So we could probably go down to the biolab really quick. Oh, let's talk to some people on the way down. See if Sirei and maybe if Ato's around, if they have anything to say. We can probably upgrade our potions a little bit and then just do another automated expedition and we'll fast forward to the next day. Yeah. I won't withhold the truth from you anymore. Oh crap, it's just this. Yeah, I don't have anything to ask about. Goodbye. I don't need no exposition. Hey, his icon has changed. Just show his sunglasses. Yay. Let's talk to him in his cage. He's got to have something new to say, right? I'm tired and would prefer to rest. I haven't gotten used to living in complete darkness yet. You got anything to say about this, Nozomi?
Together to the end. The future is ours for the taking.
That's surprisingly upbeat after the day that we have had. Oh, we got a pin message over on Twitch. Let's see what this says. This is written by Queen Katie, pinned by Vera. Said, oh, by the way, Logan, those dark sunglasses are now a Ato gift on his list. I'll update the pin message in a bit. So, okay, here's the question.
He gouged his eyes out and he's still gauged?
Yes! Yes! I feel like gouging his own eyeballs out might be all the more reason to keep him caged. It is not something that a person who could be trusted to wander around does. This is not healthy. Chat, please don't do this at home. But thank you very much for the 10 bits, Vero. I appreciate that. Crap, what was I just saying a minute ago? Oh yeah, so I wonder, like, could we have not crafted them before this? Like, if we'd crafted them before and tried to give them to him, would he have not liked them? I'm so curious about all these things. What medicine shall we concoct today? That requires 200 still. I might be better off just kind of boosting some of these things. Our agility potion, I never get many uses out of, or I never have many of these to use. They'd probably be useful for when Nozomi isn't nearby to cure our fatigue. So let's do a level on that. And another level on that. Defense, I guess, is probably good. Oh, that's good too. That uses a lot.
Can't he modify his DNA to not see them as monsters and for them to not smell bad?
You would think that, especially since Sirei has like a literal brainwash machine that made Ava like love us and want to do whatever we said. Maybe it's just because Sirei's like, I promised I wouldn't use that anymore, so I can't. I really don't know, like, or maybe it's just because he can't like do it that specific. I'm not sure. I really don't know. Or maybe that would have just turned him into a mindless zombie guy or something. But regardless, we are where we are now. So let's just do another expedition here. Because we did max out our attack potion, I'm not as worried before about this, but I still want to try and prioritize plants and textiles since that's what we're lowest on. Look at him there with his little sunglasses. Simple exploration. Go ahead and do that. I'm going to read a couple more comments in the chat. Let's see. Queen Gator said that's probably because Kaya-chan just got an anime recently. I think it's currently running. But thankfully, the anime is only at the start of the story, all chill as horror manga can be. The manga is currently going insane plot twist right now. It just doesn't stop. Oh, speaking of manga, we haven't seen Oak yet. It's been over an hour and still no Oak. We can't break the Oak streak, can we? Well, I think that might end up happening. Over on YouTube, Queen Gator says, and with that, there is one final choice in this route. It's going to be a long while, though.
Soldiers.
Well,
It's time to hit the hay.
I would imagine that in something like this, the final choice would be right toward the very end. And we've got like, 17 days to go, something like that. Dura says, quote, don't do incest. You will lose your eye. Logan Robo 2026. Did I say you will lose your eye? Or maybe that's what I will trust you. I will trust you. Fortunately, we don't have a quote command over on YouTube. But don't do incest or you will lose your eye. Or don't do incest, you will lose your eye. There we go. Sveta says, he just likes his cage. Well, it's like cozy. It's probably broke. It's like a broken-in pair of jeans. Derma says, honestly, I don't know what gouging his eyes out was meant to prove, other than we were right to be wary of him. See?
Another day.
All right.
Get some shut up.
Let's go to sleep and fast forward to the next day. Yeah, because it'll be 83 in the morning, so it'll be 17 days left. Another day gone. The impact of Ato's insane actions this morning hit way too hard. I hope I don't dream about him. Oh, and we should be. I know it was sometime in the 80s that we had our final dream about Karua, so we should have that soon, yeah? I prayed for a peaceful night as I dozed off. Day 83. Falling says, I kind of want a waterbed. I know I've told this in chat before, but I cannot sleep on a waterbed. One time when I was little, Falling, I'm not the type of person who gets motion sickness, like car sick or air sick or anything like that. But one time when I was little, like probably about, 7, 8, 9 years old, something like that, my family went to like a little family reunion at my Uncle Bill's house, and he had a waterbed. I was just a little kid, and I was all tuckered out, and my parents were like, can you lay down? Can you take a little bit of a snooze? And I'm like, oh yeah, go right in there. There's a bedroom in there, and he can sleep on the waterbed. And I slept, and I got this little kid just from sleeping on a waterbed, just kind of. I got seasick and I vomited all over the place. So apparently I can't sleep on a waterbed. The Game's On says, lol, it's okay. I was going to fall. Okay, good. I just want to make sure I wasn't pressuring you, but I really appreciate it. I hope you haven't regretted it. Queen Katie with a timestamp, 54 minutes and 2 seconds. I'm only like 15 behind. And there's where Vera came in and said, finally loaded in. Did you spend the whole hour trying to get your Wi-Fi to be acceptable to join? Queen Katie said, Vero, I posted the thing I mentioned in the spoiler chat. Hee hee. Oh, right. So do you want to see spoiler clip, Vero? Vero said, I missed it, but Puzzboo was there as my substitute. I was there in spirit.
Yes.
So, wow. Are sharks eating your internet again? This is not good, Vero. But I'm glad you're here now. I'm sorry. I hope that... I will assume if you suddenly vanish that that's just what it is, that sharks ate your internet again. But thank you for the 10 bits. Puzzboo, is that like a Labubu? But it's like a Vero Labubu. And then Quicket said, also, yeah, Ema is a threat. That's the same guy who stabbed Takemara last time. I wouldn't betray the man, Mr. Ato, frowny face. At least we have multiple people who are willing to murder us on our team, huh?
Remember when I had a plushie made based on my face?
Oh, yeah!
They call him Puzzbaboo now.
Says Puzzboo. I like that. For a second, I thought I was reading a typo for, oh crap, what is the name? Any of you guys ever watched Futurama? And there was one where Professor Farnsworth had the gargoyle pet. It was like a brief little joke. And the name, it was like Pazuzu. That's what it was. And that's an actual reference to, I think, some type of monster character in myth or whatever. I think it was Pazuzu, I believe. Something like that. But I got to read a couple more comments before we get back in the game. Let's see. Derma says, quote, sometime in the 80s, I know you're referring to days, but imagine Takumi alive in the 1980s. Oh, and a new person over on YouTube. Adam Plays GTA G 9909 says hi. Hi, Adam Plays. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel. I've given this spiel a few times tonight, but I can give it again for you. My name is Logan. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Our main game right now is 100 Line, Last Defense Academy, as you can see. Our other game we're playing at the moment is Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. It looks like we're probably going to finish that on Tuesday, I believe. So then we'll have a new game on Friday. I'll announce on Discord what we're going to be doing with that. Part of me, like I said before, I'm debating whether to go back and give Hollow Knight another try, since my Hollow Knight shorts on YouTube are kind of popping off right now. But I read every comment in chat, so if you write other stuff, it may take me a little bit to see it, but I will read it eventually. I'm much further, as you can see, I caught up on YouTube. I'm much farther behind on Twitch. And other games we played in the past, to give you an idea of the type of stuff we do, we played Danganronpa and Ace Attorney, Persona, and Deltarune, and Omori, things like that. But welcome. I hope you enjoy your time here. All right, let me have a sip of water. Let's play a bit more of the game, then I'll be back to the chat soon. Sorry, I'm further behind on Twitch. But I guess that's to be expected. Phew, morning already? Whenever I closed my eyes, the image of Ato flashed in my mind, so I didn't get a lot of sleep. Did we do the right thing by accepting him? I'm not so sure anymore. Well, nothing I can do about it now. I better get to the cafeteria. Wait, Vera, why are we on a 40-second slow mode? I'm like 15 minutes behind is all. I think Vera was punishing Twitch. Did Twitch do something wrong? Is Twitch misbehaving? Oh, and Katrina saying hi, I'm here. Welcome back, Katrina. Chat, for those who haven't met Katrina, she's one of our new friends hanging out in the Poppy Playtime streams. Katrina, good to see you here, especially since this isn't a Poppy Playtime stream. We'll probably be finishing Chapter 5 on Tuesday. I hope we'll be able to still see you in some of the streams after that if we play any other games that you might enjoy. But welcome. Good to have you here. Okay, well, nothing I can do about it now. I'd better go to the cafeteria. Let's see if there's anybody to talk to on the way down. Tsubasa! Tsubasa! Pew! Oh, Takumi, good morning. Did you sleep last night? I hardly got a wink. Every time I remembered what Ato did to himself, I woke up. Oh no, I'm thinking about it again. Oh crap, I said I twice. That is eyes. I'm thinking about his eyes. I sure hope I can keep my food down today. For those who just joined us, like Adam Plays and Katrina, our friend Ato gouged out his own eyeballs the previous in-game day. He's a crazy man. With her hand covering her mouth, Tsubasa slowly meandered over to the cafeteria. Anybody else talk to on the way down? Nope, let's head to the cafeteria and see if we're all okay with Ato being still crazy now. The moment I stepped into the cafeteria, a beaming smile greeted me. Oh, Takumi, good morning. I was just thinking you would do the show up. How'd you know it was me, bro? You can't see me, you can't smell me. Do you know the sound of my footfalls? Did you keep track of everyone else who entered in and you figured out it was me by process of elimination? How'd you know it was me? Are you sure you can't see? See, this is a test. I must just be getting used to being blind. I used to walk around with my eyes closed when I didn't want to see anyone, so I had something of a head start. Okay! I said before that being just recently blinded, he shouldn't be able to adapt too quickly, but that does track with his behavior before. So, okay, I will accept that.
How did he know I was Gemini?
How did he know? I mean, I always feel bad whenever people talk about, like, astrological signs, because I don't believe in astrology, but, you know, it's always fun to say that type of stuff. And I'm a Cancer, but I always feel like whenever I say it, it feels like I'm saying some kind of a judgment call against myself. I am a Cancer. But thank you, Vero, for the 10. But wait, hang on, you're not a Gemini. Are you? For some reason, crap, I thought your birthday was in the... No, wasn't your birthday in the winter? Crap, am I getting people's birthdays mixed up? I'm confused now. I'm confused. I should not second guess myself too much. Let's get back to the game. I suppose that was only an implanted memory, but it certainly felt real to me. That's okay. Whatever you believe is the truth, even if it's a lie. I like the... Have you guys ever watched Star Trek Deep Space Nine? They have this one character who is a Cardassian alien, and he's like a former like Black Ops spy for the evil Cardassian Empire, and he's like a liar. He's like working as a tailor because he's retired. But
No, that was a reference. I'm a Sagittarius. You're a good friend.
Okay, good. I remember things sometimes. Yeah, high five to myself. Thank you, Vero. Thank you for the 10 bits. And for the validation. But yeah, he just had this great line one time where he's always telling these stories, and sometimes they just seem outlandish, and they're and one of the other characters had a thing where they asked, like, are any of them true? And he's like, they're all true. Even the lies? Especially the lies. I love that.
Nobody wants to hear that from you.
Unfortunately, my nasal membranes have healed on me. I can smell that stench of rotting garbage smeared in spoiled milk coming from all of you again. Is he gonna have to like burn his nose every day? I'll just have to make a point of burning them off regularly. Or, hear me out, Ato, nose plugs. Reusable, less violent.
Anyway, I want you to know I'll do anything for you hideous people. How about I bring you all your breakfast this morning? You don't mind, do ya? Of course we mind!
Hey!
I already let him get mine. Ato's special selection is pretty good.
I'll be all right without breakfast. Moko is just totally accepting it. She's been that way with him since the beginning. Even when he was locked up in his cage, she's like, oh, he's cute. I like him. I can't trust my murderer with my meals.
I ain't about to let myself get poisoned either. Screw this. I'm gonna eat in my room alone.
I'm with Takemaru, but not literally, because then he wouldn't be alone. I'm going to eat in my room, too. Me too. I'm so worked up today, I don't think I can get anything anyway.
Watch your back, Takumi. Don't go trusting this guy so easily.
The five of them left the cafeteria without another word. Well, that is a fair reaction. You really shouldn't trust a proven traitor.
Hey!
You're not the person I want to hear that from.
Oh.
Anyway, I'll bring breakfast for the rest of you, so take a seat if you will.
I'll do it, Ato. Even if you're already used to being unable to see, carrying everyone's meals is a tall order.
Oh, it's quite all right. You can sit down too, Nozomi. Allow me. Pew. Practically humming, Ato made his way straight to the Rationomatic. He worked so efficiently, it was hard to believe he couldn't see.
I don't like this. I'd better keep an eye on him. Here's my currently still functioning eye on him.
Pew.
Ato sure is in a good mood.
I'm gonna read some more in the chat. Let's see. Vera says to Queen Katie, knowing what I know, I will refrain. Queen Katie said, yeah, I wouldn't rewatch this VOD. Ato, did things to the eyeball, and it's all over the floor now. Thank you, Thire. Gotta scroll. Queen Katie says, funny about that, Vero, that was pure Ato. Vera says, I knew it. Queen Katie said, honestly, Ato would fit in Zero Escape. Vera says, why is he this way? Queen Katie says, because those eyeballs see everything, everyone is monsters, so we thought, what if I can't see everybody? And yoinked him out. Vera says, I think we need to make an Ato redeem. What would that be? Because, like, it can't just be the same as our old Nagito, freaking Nagito thing. What would the Ato? For some reason, I find myself, like, his voice is now so different than it was for Shuichi Saihara. Because, like, with Ato, he's just so sing-song, especially. It's like, hello there, Takumi. Stuff like that. Over on YouTube, I gotta scroll up just a little bit there. Let's see, Katrina says, yay! Sveta says, Dermo, I guess he gouged his eyes out for himself. His whole life was built around them and them being a gift, but then it turned out it wasn't a gift but a curse, so he doesn't want to live with them. Dermo said, Sveta, yeah, I understand that, but it really doesn't help the whole crazy issue. Sveta says, hey, am I crazy? Maybe I've always become what I have hated, or maybe I never did. Dermo says, astrology is the bane of my existence, or at least my academics. I had to learn these signs in Spanish for a test, which I couldn't because I don't know them in English. Or he could just cauterize his nose. Oh, that is. As long as you don't listen to too much of like pop, even more modern pop psychology. I remember a thing like, there was a thing several years ago where people were trying to like add a new zodiac sign, Ophiuchus. And it's like, no, you don't need that. You just leave it as is. It's fine. It's fine. Back over on Twitch, Queen Gator said, oh, by the way, Logan, those dark sunglasses are now an Ato gift on his, oh, that was a pin message earlier. Vera said, okay, so his eyes see everyone as monsters. What's his nostrils got to do with, he smells us as as monsters as well. Kaifi says, Logan, the dysphoria returns. Just upon entering the room, but it's good to see you, Kaifi. I appreciate you being here. I hope that other than that, things are going well. Let's keep going here.
Ato sure is in a good mood.
Honestly, I get why they don't trust him.
It's barely been a day. It's hard to know how to react to all this.
But there's nothing weird in this food. I don't know what this half-raw thing is, but it's pretty good.
Oh, Mr. Aotsuki gave me that too. The smell is intense. Oh, why are all of us suddenly dying?
Whatever it is, I think I'd like it better if it was a bit more salty sweet. Isn't it a little flavorless? He's not like feeding us his eyeballs or something. Like, no, because they got squished. They're gone.
But there's something nostalgic about it. Is it the taste of table scraps?
I knew we should have stopped him. The moment I stood up, it happened. He tripped and crashed into me and fell on top of me on the ground like, oh, why is Eito on top of me? Oh.
Hey, Otsuki! You're cutting your own finger? Oh, okay, but it's not like off. We're not eating his finger, right? Oh, I thought I felt something tingling. The bread is soaked in blood. Well, whatever. Let's just call it a new kind of jelly. Good thing cryptoglobin is cannibalistic, right?
I told you this was a bad idea.
Sorry for the trouble. I just thought you could all enjoy some finger food. Hey, enough, Eito! With like the food and the bad jokes. Just stay put. This isn't getting us anywhere. I know you want everyone to accept you, but still. Sumino, a disruption in teamwork could be our death knell. Help out Suki get settled in, okay? Oh, why me? You're the one who decided to let him join, right? And you're team leader. And we can't just let him flounder like this. He was cleaning the school this morning and broke a ton of stuff. Thanks for your help, team leader. You gotta be kidding. After everything he's done, getting the others to trust him will be no small feat. And if there's anything I hate, it's big feet. I mean, I hate feet in general, but big ones, there's just more of them to hate. We left Sirei to patch up Eito and returned to our rooms. Loading, saving. Letting Eito rejoin the team was my decision, so I can't just let things fester. Maybe I could plan some event where Eito and the others can open up to each other? I guess I better talk to our resident event expert then. That'd be Gaku, right? I doubt he'll jump at the chance, but I might as well try. All right, let's save, and we're gonna go talk to Gaku. That's something Vero can enjoy. All right, where are we at? Where are we at here? Oh, yeah, we gotta go there. Anybody else in the school right now? All right, let's head over to Gaku's room. I'll read some more in the chat while we're going. Queen says they even smell awful too, apparently. Vera says, yikes. Queen Katie said, yeah, you only can unlock items via certain routes. In this route, you unlock the telescope for Nozomi and the dark sunglasses for Eito. Basically, from this point on, you can gift those to them in any other route. So and Eito will still like the sunglasses even in other routes? Kaivi says, y'all, is it good or bad thing when I have more trouble at telling when it's dysphoria or a depressive episode? I'm not a mental health expert, so I hate to say it, I don't feel comfortable like commenting on that because I don't want to give bad advice. I feel like that's the type of thing you should talk to someone who like knows about it. I never want to be the type of person who like gives people bad advice because he like thinks he knows everything. I don't. I am well aware of my shortcomings. Fear said, this game is awfully delightful. Quigita said Zero Escape if it was Danganronpa coded, but also on even more drugs or worse Danganronpa, but if it was Zero Escape 4. Wait, how many Zero Escape games have there been? Fear said there was a mold in the studio, and that's the explanation why. Kaivi says, end stream in 2 minutes before Oak can arrive. I hope that this won't be the end of Oak's streak, y'all. Over on YouTube, Sveta says, Eito, how'd you cut your finger? You wear gloves. Maybe that's why Eito didn't notice? That's a good question. Yeah, wow. Katrina says, bye for now. Bye, Katrina. Thank you for being here. Sorry this wasn't like the game that you're super into, but it's good having you here. Thank you for popping in. Huh?
There are 3 Zero Escape games.
Well, there's 3. Queen Katie said 4. I'm very confused now, but thank you for the clarification. So, because I have 999, right? That's the first one, I think. Not the 9th, but thank you for the 10 bits. And Sveta says, oh man, Eito turned into a clumsy moe anime maid. As long as he's not like Mikan on Danganronpa 2, I hated the way that she would like, oops, I tripped and fell. Oh, and then there's like just the most gratuitous sexualized pose you've ever seen. Awful. Awful.
The one you have is a collection of the first 2 games, so 2 in 1.
Oh, okay. I do need to go back to that one of these days. Maybe that's something I should consider one of these days sometime soon. The problem has been so long, I don't remember anything that happened. I feel like I would need to do like a quick run through of the first one again. But, so I don't know if I want to redo something like that. But I'll have to think about it. I'll have to debate this. But thank you for the 10 bits, Vera, and for the clarification. Kaivia says, anyway, I'm listening to Sonic music. Vera said, waterbeds seem like they'd be bad for your back as time goes by. Which is interesting because swimming is supposed to be very good for your back. Kaivia said, waterbeds are not worth it anyway. And Quigita says, as someone who already gets dizzy after I get out of the pool, I would hate waterbeds. Kaivia said, waterbeds are for weirdos. My grandma used to have a waterbed. Can't remember why we got rid of it. I figured that they'd probably be prone to springing leaks and things like that too. Anyway, Gaku's room. I rang Gaku's doorbell. Bling blorng. Shortly after, an irritated-looking face popped out from inside.
Oh, it's you, Takumi. What do you want?
I need your advice about something. Can we talk?
What a pain. Whatever. Get in here. Don't mind all the empty bottles all over the floor.
Gaku reluctantly waved me in, and I stepped into his room. Wow, it's filthy in here, and it reeks. We've been in his room before, or is this like even more dirty than before? I don't remember how many bottles and cans and trash there was. Maybe it's just accumulating. I mean, to be fair, I guess we don't have garbage day. I would assume we'd have somewhere to throw our trash.
Usually, I only let girls in here. So that's why the smell is so romantic.
None of the girls would come in here. Not even if their lives depended on it, which is sad. Yeah, well, I mean, again, they're all siblings. I gotta remind myself they're clone siblings.
Yeah.
So what did you want to ask me about?
It's like this. I explained the situation to Gaku.
Huh? An event for Ato? Yeah, right. No freaking way. Why would I do anything for that traitor?
Well, I figured you'd say that. But I don't know what else to do. You're so good at this kind of thing. So you're really the only one I can count on.
Me? I'm your only hope?
Oh, perhaps that's how I can get him on board. Oh, a little flattery. Exactly. Who else can I ask to handle something so important?
Hook, line, and sinker.
Who are also the names of 3 Transformers. Hook, Line, and Sinker. In the old Marvel UK comics, they did a storyline where Unicron came back and he had 3 new heralds. And their names were Hook, Line, and Sinker. Just so you know, that is an actual thing. Some trivia. But thank you very much for the Tempest. Yeah, it worked. So, Vero, you were learning how you can sway Ato's heart should you ever feel so inclined. Exactly. Who else can I ask to handle something so important? It's got to be the guy everybody loves and counts on to bring the party.
Well, I mean, everybody doesn't love me. Or do they?
None of the others have the charisma to put on an event like you do, Gaku. Oh, pat your head, stroke your cheek. You're so good at this.
Oh, I know he's telling a lie, but it feels so good to hear those words.
Oops, was that too much?
Well, why didn't you say so, my man?
It worked!
I got charisma to spare.
Hey! He's such a delusional, shallow little weirdo. But we love him. Got him! Like shooting fish in a barrel.
I'll come up with something. Can you bring me some stuff to work with?
Oh crap, we're gonna have to do another expedition. You need materials, huh? Sure, what do you need? Oh! Thank you. Oh, Atlantic! Thank you for the Seeker Redeem.
For now, a grill, charcoal, and gas canister. I guess I'll let you know if there's anything else.
All right, we're gonna do another expedition. We're gonna do another expedition soon, so I hope you're all ready for that. Let me have a sip of water. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. Falling says, gosh, I feel like sleeping on a properly heated waterbed would be magical in a cold bedroom. And maybe it would. I mean, honestly, other than the fact that I got seasick as a small child, I haven't had like any bad experiences with it. So maybe it is good? I don't know. It probably would be expensive to keep a waterbed heated though. But I mean, if you can do that, maybe. Kaifi says, heat pad. Vera says, Puzzboo went to a K-barbecue and they hung it over the fire. It's for a second, it started like sound like the beginning of a limerick. There was a toy called Puzzboo. He went to a Korean barbecue. He hung over the fire. It ignited my ire. And now I am feeling delulu. Vera says, to Kaifi about heat pad, upvote, it's delightful. As a guy, I have never owned a heat pad because I think most people that I know that have them are girls who use them during like period pains and cramps and things like that. But I've heard that like they can be nice for a pet. Part of me has thought maybe I should try and get one for my cat. But I don't know. Quickita says to Vero, dang, they really brought a meal to the restaurant, huh? How rude. And Vera says, laughing. I won't let me scroll. Scroll in the chat. And Vera says, emergency food. Oh, it's like, oh crap, why am I spacing her name now? The little one, Paimon on Genshin. Falling says, I have a huge hot water bottle, but I might invest in one. Kaivi says, what? Quinkit says, as someone who owns a cute heating pad shaped as a cactus, it's so amazing. 10 out of 10.
They also help with stomach pain, but this isn't a medical advice.
Oh, that's good to know. That is very good to know. I mean, I guess it makes sense. If it helps with cramps, it helps with stomach pain. Let me read a couple more comments over on YouTube. Derva says, Logan, 3 games that would make this, that would make this the 4th. That's what Queen Katie was saying. This would be the 4th one. The first 2 game, and that's all which exists. Let me cope. Oh, you don't like the 3rd one? Sveta says, Gaku is like a grumpy Pinkie Pie. Is that a thing? I'm not super familiar with the ponies. Isn't Pinkie Pie Terra Strom? Is that the voice actor? Why am I spacing her name now? But like, you know, like Bubbles from Powerpuff Girls and just she's in like everything. Huh. I didn't know she could be grumpy. I know that you should not follow any ponies into a shed. That's what I know. Sveta says gas canister. We're gonna burn Ato. Maybe, you know what? It's like, okay. So I learned ages ago that in England, they have a holiday. It's either Guy Fawkes Day or Guy Fawkes Night. I can't remember if it's a day or a night at the end. But apparently, like a long time ago, there was a terrorist there named Guy Fawkes who tried to blow up the British House of Parliament. And now every year on, I want to say it's November 7th, because isn't that remember the 7th of November, I think? Or is it 5th of November? Remember the something of November. Every year on that day, they burn effigies of Guy Fawkes and like have barbecue and presents and things like that. That's what I hear anyway. I've never actually celebrated Guy Fawkes Day myself, but maybe it's like that. It'll be, we can burn effigies of Ato, and everyone's like, we just love symbolic violence against Ato.
For now, a grilled charcoal and gas canister, I guess. I'll let you know if there's anything else. Dang, dude, you guys are hopeless. Can't even have a little shindig without your boy, Gaku.
Right, I appreciate it. I do like seeing Gaku be happy about this type of stuff, though. I never imagined Gaku would buy into the idea that easily. Apparently, lying works. Well, I'll leave the rest to him while I go get the materials he needs. Okay. Oh, looks like Kako is up here. Or is this just gonna be people saying random things on my way down there? Oh, Takumi, what are you doing? If you have a moment, I could use your help. I was thinking about holding a tasting party. I've come up with all kinds of new recipes. Sorry, I have something to do. I'll pass. Oh, that's too bad. Other people said that they thought they would pass as well. Apparently that is a euphemism for dying. Anything else to say? Oh, okay, same thing. Yeah, I wouldn't do her taste test. She's adorable, but that crap is dangerous. Let's head down here, let's save it. I guess we're gonna be doing an expedition, everybody. Oh, that smell. Is that you, Takumi? Hang on, let's save before we head out there in case this like automatically takes us there. It might just be like us and Ato. Is that you, Takumi? What are you doing here, Ato? I just thought I'd wait here in case someone needed to explore outside so I could lend them a hand. Lend them a hand? But you cut up your hand at breakfast. Oh, don't worry about me. Sire gave me an infuser. I can fight with you guys for real now. We just have to tell the invaders to take it easy on me because I'm blind. And if they don't, we'll cancel them on twitter.com. You must be making a strange face. I can tell without even seeing you. More importantly, are you going exploring? Take me with you.
Hey!
Last time when I went outside the school with you, you ambushed and abandoned me in the wasteland. I did? Or maybe I mistook you for an invader.
I won't make that mistake again, so just relax. I want to make up for what I've done by helping you now. I also am curious to see if his combat will have changed now that he's blind. Or maybe just like on his turn, the screen will just go blank and you choose a direction and hope he doesn't hit his friends. Fine, but if you do anything weird, I'm ditching you. Thank you, Takumi. You're so nice. Too nice, even.
Hey!
Sheesh. There's that catchphrase again. All right, let's save. Let's head out there and explore some stuff. Hopefully this won't take too long. Begin exploration. Yes. So who do we want? What was he increase? Minerals and machines. Those are two things we really don't need a whole heck of a lot of. So let's go ahead and take Hiruko and Moko and head on out. Start your mission. Start the mission. And I'll read some more in the chat. Vero said, well, now it's on 1 second. Okay, so it's only 1 second slow mode on Twitch. Thank you very much, Vero. Kyvie says, I was about to complain about slow-mo. Thanks, Logan, for objecting to it. I wasn't an objection. I still, I probably would not have corrected Vero. I was expressing my opinion, but Vero knows best, y'all. Falling said, why are we getting punished? I thought we were being well-educated, thoughtful Chad. Vero says, boo! Falling says, mod tyranny. Vero said, nah, I was punishing Logan for being behind. Kyvie says, I have an iron stomach. Wouldn't catch me throwing up. I wish I was like that. I hate throwing up. It's the worst. Queen Gita said, seriously, Vero, never watched the VOD. It was quite a moment that Ato did with his eyes. On the floor. Vera says, not an iron lung. Starring Markiplier. Kyvie said, time to watch it. He can hear your breathing patterns. And Vera says, ba-dump.
I want to meet Takumi's voice actor and ask him if he knows how much they reused his hay.
And so randomly, too. It'll be like a nice, quiet thing with Nozomi. It's like, oh, we're sharing feelings and emotions. And they'll cut to him and go, hey! I mean, they're getting their money's worth, I suppose. But thank you for the 10 bits, Vero. Thank you. Let me take a look over at the YouTube chat. Scroll up. Derma says... Derma says, hot water bottles are good for stomach issues, ice packs good for injuries, although we just use a bag of frozen peas. I think that makes sense. Cookie says to Dermo, how does one do hot water bottle, may I ask? Derma said, you boil water and put it in the hot water bottle. It's made of rubber. Takes 2 minutes if you have a kettle, which you should. It's useful. Cookie says, takes notes. Gotcha. Sveta says, Ato ambushing Takumi in prologue was so funny because he was short. I keep forgetting that the entire first 100 days was just a prologue. Because he was short, Takumi was dead, and then Takumi comes back alive with 4 new people. Second Academy guys, he must have been so mad. Derma says, also, don't put it directly on your skin through clothes or a towel. My one has a felt cover. Use it through clothes or a towel. Sorry, that was worded poorly. It's all good. I need a sip of water. I don't know why I'm so thirsty today. I just am. See, and Kyvie says, candy corn. Kuita says, Logan, it's a joke. It's a reference, huh? Kyvie says, anybody else actually like candy corn? No, I do not like candy corn. And Rukop, for some reason, holds that over me as if it's some kind of a moral failing on my part. Okay, so what's our objective? Are you looking for anything in particular? Yeah, I'm looking for a grill, charcoal, and gas canister. I don't think they'll be too hard to find, though. Then I'll look with you. Oh, wait, I can't look. I can't do that anymore. I can't. I don't have any eyes. I can't look for anything. Oh, come on, laugh with me. If you can't laugh about this, what's the point of living? Are you trying to be funny? That's kind of a hard bit for me to play off. I don't know, I felt like I played off it pretty well. Takumi, I think that's just a skill issue. Okay, so there's our first place we gotta go to. Second one we gotta go to. And third one we gotta go to way up there.
Okay, play it off, go.
Well, I mean, did you guys see what I was talking about, what my joke was? Yeah, it was not just my eyes. I also burned out my nose. You can find out more about that if we go examine that olfactory over there. Hey, Takumi gets it. He knows. You know, one time I knew a guy who had no nose. How did he smell? awful. Oh, you see what I'm doing there. Anyway, let's keep going. No, we don't want to. I don't want to skip it. I need to try and get some stuff. I need to get things. Let's take a look and see where the first one was. We gotta go to there. So we gotta also keep an eye out trying to land on the textile tiles, if at all possible. So we want to go to our left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll go 6. We can really just do this quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which way do we want to go? We probably want to go. Yeah, we'll go around that way because that'll get some textiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grass. You find lots of clovers growing. Oh no! I don't trust this. This hurts us for some reason. Clovers.
Oh, look at what I found.
Look what you found, Moko. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we gotta hope one of them is a 2. Yay, a 2. 1, 2. You see a cardboard box moving around by itself. Could there be something inside? Sneak over and lift up the box. Cardboard box! Oh crap, I should have read what it said. But this stuff doesn't really matter. Let's do 3. Even though it's dangerous. 2, 3. You find what looks like a pine mushroom. It so happens you're feeling hungry. Is it okay to eat this? Ask Ato about it. Oh, okay. It covered HP. Ato had seen this mushroom. He'd seen it. But he can't now. He also can't go on a playground. Because you know what they have at a playground? A seesaw. And he can only do the saw part now because it's past tense. Sorry, I should really stop with these jokes. Ato had seen a mushroom in a book. He said it was the edible kind. You fried it and enjoyed it. Yeah. Let's just go ahead here. Yeah. Because we got grill. Okay, where do we gotta go? So we gotta go up there. And oh, we got like a bunch of textiles. Which we do when we get there, we'll loop around until we collect all 3 of those textiles. Also, like I was saying a couple of days ago, when I thought there was a chance we might do an expedition, I was trying to pay attention to stuff that was going on YouTube to like discuss with you guys. And I alluded to it, but did you guys see that a few days ago, the Jordanian government did a post all about Doki Doki Literature Club out of nowhere? I saw it like suddenly appear and people were like, Jordanian government is talking about Doki Doki Literature Club. And apparently what they did is they were letting everybody know that it is not a game for kids. I think they called it like a caution game or something like that. And it's like, why is an entire country having to, like, all I can figure is I don't know if they have like a king or a president or a prime minister. I just assume that whoever's in charge in Jordan probably has like a kid who played that game and got like spooked. Is like, I'm gonna make an official government pronouncement about this. Okay, so we want to go 3. We don't have a 3, so we'll go 2 and we'll hope for a 1. Darn it, but we can still 1, 2, 3. We can still get one of them. And like I said, we might loop around because I need these textiles. See a cardboard box? Lift the box. Cardboard box. Yeah. Cardboard box. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least this expedition is going well. Charcoal. I'll go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, we will loop around again. I know we shouldn't spend too much time on combat, but like part of me is really curious to see what Ato is like now fighting. But no, we're not going to do combat because that'll take a long time. I'm just going to risk it with these minerals. You find a small hole in a cavern wall. It could be something inside. Force your way through. No, make that hole bigger. Just train that hole up until it's large enough for me. No! -5? Oh, I go backward 5. Oh, no, we subtract 5. Okay, so 1 or 3. Okay, let's just go 3. And we got to hope for more textiles down here. So we got 1, 2, 3. Oh, that, wait, no, 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. But there isn't a 3. Let's try for 1. Old grand piano abandoned. Look inside. Radio cassette player. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, look at what I found.
Wait, hope for a 2. Hope for a 2. No! Oh, what if we get a... Darn it. I don't want to keep like circling around forever. 1! Yes! Textiles! Oh, sweet textiles! You find a first aid kit, boxes old beaten up, gauze and supplies look usable. Take the materials. Got gauze.
Oh, look at what I found.
Look at what you found, Moko. Why you always taking credit? This is a collaborative group effort, Moko. Doesn't matter what each of us does individually. 1 and 2, we're gonna loop around again. Oh no! You dropped your bag! Everything fell into a nearby pond! Wait in the water. Okay, somebody took a hit, but that's okay. I didn't want to lose my textiles.
They're important to me. And 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, how many do we gotta go? Crap, again! 2, but give me a 1, give me a 1, give me a 1. No! Okay, 4, 3, and crap, we gotta do a fight. We have to do a fight now. This is my punishment for craving cloth too much. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat. We're doing this. Kaipi says, but not too much of it. So, I mean, if you're a fan of candy corn, that's fine. It's just not something that I'm personally into, like, at all. Vera says, oh my gosh, speaking of which, oh crap, what's this segue for? Kaipi says, my mom is a Sagittarius. Vera said, Katie, I need to show you something. Remind me later. Again, worrisome. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna do here. We're gonna have you can probably go do like a cranial fracture or something like that. That'll give us a free free AP. And yeah, can you do, what's your big X-shaped thing? Oh darn it, because he can't do that. I mean, he could do that. But no, we're gonna have Takumi gonna run up here and side slash. Yeah, huh?
It was in fact not later, we're talking right now.
So it's right. Is it because I'm in the past tense? I'm in the past, but thank you very much for the 10 bits. But thank you, Vero. Thank you for the. I need to keep talking. I need to keep talking with you guys. I don't want to get too far behind. But okay.
All right.
What is happening here? Side slash. Oh, is it the whole command? Is Oak here? Oak, we were just saying earlier that we hope you get here because we were worried that your streak might end. Oak, how are ya? Okay, how do we want to do this? If we do it like this, and then we can do an agility potion. Oh, Oak says riskiest nap ever. Okay, so welcome. Literally, like we were talking earlier, saying like, crap, it's getting late, and still no Oak. But how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me take a look over the YouTube side of the chat. Let's see. Oh, I gotta scroll up a bit some more. Sveta says, Ato was a cat, hates humans, runs away, hides under the bed, but now he's a dog, wants to be friendly, guesses people by smell, and wants to go outside by Takumi. Well, my cat doesn't hate people. My cat loves me. Blaziken said, Ato can officially see John Cena. Sveta says, oh, Ato, you were always a kidder. Are you sure you're blind? You fight just as well as you always did. I made sure not even the Revive-O-Matic can restore my eyes. You can check the settings for yourself if you still doubt me. I just tell everything by touch. That's why I keep honking your man boobs, Takumi. You don't notice. You should pay more attention to me. I'm good. I may have lost my vision, but my other senses have become sharper to compensate. Perhaps I owe it to the power of friendship. I feel like I could do anything for the sake of my comrades if I just recalled their hideous visages. I might even be able to fight in complete darkness. Oh crap, we gotta fill Oak in on what happened to Oak. Ato is now blind. If you were to guess how he became blind, how would you guess it happened, Oak? You might be quite surprised as to what the actual answer is. Yeah, no kidding.
I'll take this.
Barely working motor. Okay, let's go 3. We're gonna circle around one more time trying to find textiles. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we gotta get down there. Last set of textiles. 1, 2. Oh, we finally got it. So now we'll just be able to keep going and go to the last area. Then we'll be done with this exploration. Cardboard box again. Got a cardboard box. Oh, the pin message. Did Takumi shove his tongue into Ato's eye holes or something? Oh, Ato wishes. Ato wishes, but they're all like clone siblings now, so that would be highly inappropriate. But no, Ato gouged out his own eyes, kept him in his pocket, tossed him on the floor, and stepped on him. So that was an eventful first hour of the game today for just all of us. All right, let's keep going. Wait, I assume we got to go upward, yeah? You find a pleasant-looking old playground. Might be a good place to take a break. Let's play in the sandbox. Got a red crystal fragment.
Ooh, look at what
Red crystal fragment. Okay, how much farther we got to go? We got to go up there and... Oh, way up there. All right, way up to there. Yeah, we can totally make that, and no problem. Oh, it's a shout-out that's playing. Dude!
That was so well timed. Oh, Sky
know. Thank you. Hold on. Wait, can someone clip that? Please, can someone clip that? Oh my.
Nice to see Ibuki chilling with you on screen. How are you doing? We are so close to finally finishing the true route, I think. Jude was asking before if I'd want to do like a collab, do like a stream where we're doing some 100-line shenanigans together, voicing like half the characters each. And I think I want to make sure that I get through the true ending first before I do something like that. But we're close. We're on day like 83, 84 or something. So how you doing? Good to see you here. We got to keep going, and then I will read some more of the chat soon. So where are we at here? Where are we at? Let's go 3 and hope we get a 1 in order to end on. Yeah, textiles. Oh man, I crave textiles. See several mannequins on display in a window. Their outfits look pretty stylish. Let's take the sporty clothing. Oh no, minerals. I don't want minerals up.
Oh, look at what I found.
Okay, we got to get rid of something. We already have tons of minerals, so let's get rid of... Oh wait, we haven't collected any of those. We'll get rid of the red crystal fragment, because that's just a tiny bit of battle points. Okay, let's go 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we want to go 3. Textiles! Grab the trash! Tattered cloth, scrap!
I'll take this.
Love it! So much. I will read some more of the chat in a minute here. We got to figure out what we're getting rid of. Let's get rid of radio cassette player, because yeah, we got a fair bit of machine parts, and we'll just doesn't really matter because of these things we always stop. Continue exploration. 2. Wait, no, crap! I should have gone 3. I cancel. I should have gone 3. There's a textile. It's a yellow textile. Crap! I could have gotten yellow textiles. That would have given me more. I'm bad at things. Let's do 2. And let's do 1 and hope we get another 1. One more thing of textiles. See a sign in the middle of your path that has an arrow on it. Figure out the sign's secret code. Got a cool cape.
I'll take this.
Cool cape. And we will get rid of the barely working motor. And this should be it. We're done now. Got a gas canister. Takumi, this means we have everything you were looking for, right? Yeah, we'd better head back. It was nice to breathe fresh air again after so long, even if it is air from the ruins destroyed by humanity's war of conquest. Did you really need to remind me of that? We got a pin message, written by Jude, pinned by Vero, quote, "Oh no, Ato, sorry I didn't warn you about that crack in the floor. Sorry you tripped and fell flat on your stupid face." Ato is like so in love with Takumi now. He'd be like, "That's all right. You're trying. I love you, Takumi." Okay, so we got a lot of this stuff this time. So this is good. That's good. And we're back. We're finally done. I'm gonna read some chat now. Let's see. Quickita says, "What? Vera, what do you mean?" Anyway, Vera says, "Something about a game with fun, cute characters. Something about a game, says, similar to how I got you into Yangtze River." Quickita says, "I'm obviously a Pisces, but I like to mention sometimes that my Chinese zodiac is dragon." I used to know what my Chinese zodiac is, but I can't remember anymore. But if Oak is here, I can't say, because Oak for some reason wants to like figure out my exact age, and that would narrow it down significantly. So in Pokemon, I am a Magikarp that becomes a Gyarados. Quickita says, "Ooh." Vera said, "You might not like it though, because I remember you didn't like the first game." Quickita said, "Well, now I wonder what you mean." Oh, you mean Phantophobia or whatever? Yeah, I did not give that a good chance. Oh yeah, because we tried that during the sample platter stream, and there's a sequel out now, isn't there? Vera said, "Sad face. What if I show you a cutie patootie?" Kaiva said, "Bro, better not pull a Doyle and get rid of his hearing too." Quickita says, "You may." Vera said, "Okay." Kaiva said, "Thanks, Logan." Intense. How many? No, you're eating his finger. This is great. That'll grow back in the Gift-O-Matic though, right? Over on YouTube. Derma says, "As for ice pack, same rules. Put them in the fridge for a few hours. This works on both actual ice pack and..." Oh, pea bags, PEA bags. PEA, like the vegetable, not bags of pea that you have frozen. Pea bags. And don't use directly on skin. So I offhandedly mentioned DDLC briefly to my younger sister, 14 to 15, and she apparently took it as a recommendation and played with one of their friends. I scared the heck out of them. Well, I guess they need to learn about horror games soon enough. I do still love DDLC. I think Natsuki is fantastic. Derma says, now they enjoyed it, but for a sec I was concerned I'd be in trouble for recommending scary games to them, even though I simply brought up how influential it is. Katrina says, hi, I'm back. Welcome back, Katrina. It's good to have you back. I guess maybe you are enjoying the 100 line after all. Sveta says, so Eito is actually this corny deep inside. I do like that. That now his power of friendship stuff seems authentic. And Derma says, Eito has it worse than most blind people. Even if you can't see, the eye still detects light, so you can tell if someone turns on a light or walks in front of you. Eito doesn't even have eyes. Oh, I didn't even think of that. That is interesting. That is really interesting. Vera says to Kaifi, I'm tense. ... 10. Kaifi says, 10 is a lot of tens. Falling says, so like this Eito guy, like really queer for this other guy or what? Okay, here's the thing. Eito is this guy that in the first round of the game was so wholesome, so overly like, oh, the power of friendship. And then it turned out he was secretly murdering all of our friends behind our backs. And, but like he's like, they're all clone siblings now, so that he can't be gay for Takumi, but he's a little gay for Takumi. Kaivi says, I can't relate with the hating feet thing. I like using mine to open doors. Okay, that's fair. Like, they're useful. I just don't like looking at them.
Speaking of corny, please tell me you know about the Leon versus the world jokes where it's when Leon survived this and everyone agrees as long as he says a cheesy line.
I just saw something like that where it was like, Leon, oh crap, who's he fighting against? I want to say it was like Goku, who had just gone Super Saiyan and was doing this Kamehameha blast, and Leon, I like deflected it with some cheesy pun. I love this. I really want to play Resident Evil Requiem. I don't know how long I should wait. Steam spring sale is coming up in like, I want to say less than a week. And so, but there's no way that's going to go on sale. But I want to play it, but it's like $70. But I also didn't go to TFCon. So I do have like a little bit of money. I'm trying to decide.
I saw jokes about Leon versus the prototype.
Nice! We met the prototype finally in Poppy Playtime on Friday. It is not what I look like. Like Chad had mentioned some things before. Someone had mentioned something about a jester vibe, but I was not prepared for what the prototype looks like. It's very extra. But thank you for the 10 bits. Okay, I should probably play some game here. Phew, walking around bling. Oh, look at these shiny sunglasses. I'm walking around bling. Hey, I want to get some jewel encrusted, some kind of sequence going around here. I want some solid gold reflections. Walking around bling. I gotta get a big old necklace with an alarm clock on it. The time just points to blind o'clock. Walking around bling. See, any of you ever watched that really annoying old Cartoon Network show, Johnny Test? You know, every time they move, there's a whip sound like whoopsh, whoopsh. His bling bling boy on that. I'm bling bling boy now. Don't call me Eito anymore. I'm bling bling boy. Walking around bling is more exhausting than I thought. Pardon me. I'm gonna head back to my cage and enjoy my bling in the privacy of my own space. Bling bling. Bling bling boy. Good night, Takumi. See you tomorrow. I'm kind of amazed when there's a game that's been out for like this long that they haven't patched out little typos like that. Eito left with a grin on his face. He really did help me. He's got a mile-long rap sheet, but maybe I can put some faith in him after all. I'd better get some rest too. I can always give this stuff to Gaku tomorrow. Hear that, Vera? We got some more Gaku content coming up soon. Exhausted from my exploration, I went back to my room to sleep. Loading. Saving. Day 84. Ding doing bing boing. Is it going to be the same usual morning announcement? Yes, the new inspirational one. Glory! Day 84. The end isn't too far off now. When will Veshness attack? And how large a force will she bring with her? I still am suspecting that we're going to have another fight before the final one with Veshness. We're probably going to have to fight that Dalshia guy that was mentioned during the Ava getting it on in her tent ending. These past few days have been peaceful and calm, but it also feels eerie. We've come this far. We'll just have to figure it out. I'd better give my loot from yesterday to Gaku, but I'm going to save my game first. Save my game. Phew. Let's see. Oh yeah, Kaibu was saying, can't relate with the feet thing. I like using mine to open doors. I actually love it when there's like a public bathroom that has that thing on the bottom of the door you can open with your foot. I refuse to like touch the handle on a public bathroom, especially after I've like already washed my hands. So I usually end up having to get like a whole mess of paper towels and grab it with that. The worst is when it's like they only have air dryers, and then I gotta figure out something else. Sometimes I'll just like wait at the door for somebody else to come through so I can just like sneak out while it's open. I'm a germaphobe. Fiora says, Gaku! Kaiba said, Logan is real for that. Holy crap. Real for what? What was I real for? Kaiba says, if I start playing Sonic games, which should I try first? The first one? Maybe. I'm not like well versed in the Sonic games. I did play the murder of Sonic the Hedgehog. That was fine. Vera said, Kaifi, yes. Queen said, 999, Virtue's Last Reward, and Zero Time Dilemma. That's all of the Zero Escape games. So I guess the nonary game set that I have has 999 and Virtue's Last Reward. Kaifi says, at least he doesn't have half-filled jars all over the floor. Vera says, I love this guy. Atlantic says, hey, how you doing, Atlantic? Vera said, my silly, that's so dumb. Why? Kaifi says, he's got that dumb riz. And Vera said, my little weirdo. Atlantic says, needs Seekers, apparently. I saw I had 40K and I knew I had to do. Vera says, Seekers! Over on YouTube. Let's see. Sveta says, walking around how, Ato? Hee, first typo. Is that can't be the first one. We've got to have had another one in here before, right? Derma says, come to think of it, a blind man with a watch is very humorous. It's with a clock. Well, maybe I guess it could be in Braille or something like that. I mean, blind people, there's got to be watches and timepieces for blind people. Probably, I would imagine they would like pop up little bumps that change. I would think. Anyway, did I save? I don't know if I saved. Let's go and talk to people on the way down to the cafeteria or wherever we're going. I don't know if we're going straight to Gaku or not. Oh, we are going straight to Gaku, but Kako's back out there again. Wonder if she's going to tell us how her taste test went. I like it when they have things that go on here at the school while we are gone exploring. Oh, Takumi, are you busy? If you have a moment, I'd appreciate your help. I would have a still doing the same thing? Oh, what a pity. Why do we have to be so mean to her? Oh, I didn't mean to press that button. I don't like being mean to Kako. She's so like sweet and earnest. Gaku! Vero probably misses you. I rang Gaku's doorbell. Barn, barn. After a short wait, the door slowly opened.
Yo, Takumi, come on in.
At his urging, I stepped inside of Gaku's grubby room. Also, crap, I just realized we're already past the 2-hour mark. I don't know how that's already happened tonight.
Well, how'd it go? You get what I asked for?
Yeah, this is everything, right? I quickly handed Gaku everything I'd found the day before.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Not bad. You didn't waste any time. Also, it's amazing that you entered here without me noticing that you had a literal grill with you. How big are your pockets, bro?
Yeah.
I love being a boy and having boy-sized pockets. Next up, I need a saw and, oh no, we're doing that again. A saw and lumber. One of those is something that Ato used to do. He used to saw, but he can still lumber around unless he plucks out his legs. I think that's next, then he can't lumber anymore. He'll just roll.
Oh, there's more?
Why are you griping? I'm racking my brain here for party ideas because he asked me to, and I just think everyone would really love a stack of wood and cutting it. Who doesn't love that? So less whining and more gathering materials for my big event.
Hey!
Okay, I'm going.
The late bird doesn't get the worm. It gets scolded for its bad work ethic. Hurry up.
Yeah, well, the early worm dies. I'd rather be the late worm who shows up and sees the early worm is eaten. I heard you the first time. Man, I'm only doing this because Sir Ray told me to get everyone to trust Ato. I had a quick breakfast to fuel up and decided to set out again. No! With my resolve firmed up, I made my way to the entrance hall. Well, I think at this point, I don't need to be quite as strict doing all those loops to get the textiles. I still need to prioritize it, but not as like severely. Save. Is that you, Takumi? I kind of expected it, but sure enough, Ato was there again. Are you going outside again today? Take me with you. I'm always on the lookout. Not really. To make myself useful to everybody. I've done most of the cleaning already, and I've been banned from serving in the cafeteria. I'll accompany you even if you refuse me. I'll follow your scent to the end of the world.
Come on, if I'm around you enough, you'll eventually learn to love me, right?
Okay, fine. You can help me. Thank you, Takumi. As much as I loathe you, I'm starting to like you more with each passing day. All right. I think I saved, but I'm gonna save one more time just in case. And let's head out there again. Begin exploration. We'll take the same group we got last time. That worked out pretty well. Head out! Explore!
Let's get this show on the road.
Queen Kitty on Twitch says, wait, if this is the same barbecue thing as the last loop, does that mean Eito was the one who did the last time? If I remember correctly, he was the one playing with Gaku for it. That is, yeah, that is true. Every bad thing that happened was Eito's fault. Kaivi says, it's 10 for a TTS, right? It is 10 bits for a TTS. You just got to make sure that you type in whatever you want to TTS when you do that. Says, the moment's already passed away. Oh, what was the moment going to be for? What are you looking for today? Saw and lumber. I don't think these will be too hard to find either. They don't have any sort of scent, though. Lumber has a scent. Never been to a hardware store? It's pungent. They don't have any sort of scent, though, so I won't be able to find them. I'll help however I can, but you'll have to take care of the actual search at Takumi. Yeah, that was my plan from the start. Oh, crap, I gotta go to a different area. It's gonna take a little while. Okay, let's see what the most direct route is up there. Search start! No, I probably should skip it. I would assume I'll just, like, get everything. Okay, yeah, so to the right is gonna be the fastest. Let's go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go 3, 4, 5. Let's go 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, because that is how counting works. Let's go 3. 1, 2, 3. You find an abandoned research lab. It looks like they studied mineral ore here. We don't have any items. Let's see what happens if I try to put some in. No! The moment you toss an item in the machine space, makes strange noise. Immediately afterwards, explode and flying fragments hit Eito. He didn't know what to duck because he didn't see it. 2. I guess we'll collect some grass. You find an area with strange medicinal odor. Herbs and grasses with healing properties seem to thrive there. You might be able to use some. Search for best herbs. Got versatile plant.
I'll take this with me.
Yeah. I'll do another 2 upward here. Insects are swarming around a particular tree. Why are they so interested? Examine the insects. No! More Eito damage! He doesn't even know what's happening to him, the poor guy. Let's go 1. Let's go 3. 1, 2, 3. You hear a running water under some rocks. There's a natural hidden spring here. We clear away the rock. Move the rocks. Partner recover 2 HP. Just Eito. Eito's the only one without it. It doesn't matter because we'll hit that arrow and that'll stop us. Continue exploration. Go 1, 2, 3 to our left. You find clovers. Pick regular clovers. Got a clover.
I'll take this.
We're almost to the new area. And it's 1, 2, 3. Oh, we have a poll that has appeared on Twitch. Paid, what is the best Eito? Blind Eito, caged Eito, fake friendly Eito, traitorous Eito, simp Eito. I'm gonna vote blind Eito because of recency bias. That's just how I roll, apparently. 1, 2, and 1. Move on to the next area, yeah. Queen Gita says, Terra Strong is, Twilight Sparkle. A mega MLP fan since she was a kid. Okay, like I said, I don't know these things. I am not, I'm sorry. I used to like know some people who were super into the ponies, but I apologize. So thank you for the correction. Falling says, hey, stay out of my shed. Oh, yeah. Okay, Falling, you get it. You get it.
Hey, stay out of my shed.
Let's see. Well, it doesn't matter because we're gonna hit the roadblock there. Continue exploration. Let's do 3 and hope we get a 1 after that because I want to land on that. Yeah! 1, textiles. Find a place that is swarming with invaders. They don't seem to have noticed you. Massacre the invaders. No! I wanted textiles! I'm gonna like find everything before I even collect any materials. Got lumber. 5. And dog picking through the trash. Someone might have thrown it away. Examine the trash. Tattered cloth, scrap! Yeah, as soon as I hit that, it's gonna be over. But how long would it take to try and like go somewhere else? If I go up there, Yeah, it's gonna be way too far before there's gonna be another loop. I think we're just gonna be ending this rather quickly without a full inventory. Find old recycling machine. Kick it. Got circuit board.
Oh, look at what I found.
And we'll do another. Oh, I can go the other direction now. Okay, yeah, let's go back around this way and get another try from the opposite side. 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. Come on, give me a 2. No, okay, 1. Just again, I want to land on those textiles. No, okay, 2. And then we'll go back the other direction. Oh, crap, I didn't mean to land on that. We gotta fight. Oh, and the poll is done, and Blind 8 to 1 with 56% of the vote. Oh, contributing 10 channel points. Crap, we gotta do fighting. I don't want to do fighting. Quickita says, Pinkie Pie is Andrea Libman. Kyvie said, wait, what am I missing? Quickita said, Logan thinks Pinkie Pie was voiced by Tara Strong. I had to correct him. I'm a great MLP fan. Well, it sounds like you both got it then. Well, no, it was just Queen Katie who said it both times. Falling says, looking back at watching Hot Diggity Demon MLP videos at the age I was watching them was sort of concerning. Okay, we should like murder some dudes here.
My turn.
I mean, that's just really what I want to do right now. Is a little bit of, oh, Ato's almost dead. I guess you can do your special attack. Last resort. It's not even quite enough to kill everything. But I mean, Ato dying is something that we can all enjoy. Let's first of all give him an attack potion. And we're just gonna let him die out in the middle of nowhere. Because that's just wonderful to do it that way. And that'll kill off most of these guys in one go and give us like 3 AP right away. Bye, Ato!
No way forward but through.
Hey, and this animation has the glasses and everything too. Time to explode.
We have to fall back for now.
Okay, fall back for now, and we can probably just do another one of those.
Battle.
What's you probably got the biggest ranged one as your blitz, and yeah, just kill everything right there like that. Let's see. Kyvie says, oh, I couldn't tell what he was saying because I was talking to someone on Discord and listening to music, not even a VC, just typing, I should drink water. You should drink water. Kyvie said it was pretty funny. Also, this is a board game. This game is a little bit of everything.
Did it.
And it's minerals. It's minerals. 3, that way. And continue exploration. If we go 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll be able to land on purple textiles. Let's try that. 4. Purple textiles. See a bird roosting at the top of a tall tree. Chase down the bird. Rainbow feather.
I'll take this.
90 text. Okay, now we're done. Now we're done with this exploration. Got a saw. Now we have the saw. I'm dead, by the way, but we have a saw and lumber we need. Impressive, Takumi. Yeah, whatever. Let's get back to the school. Vero misses Gaku. It's so fun going out with a friend like this. It'd be more fun to go out with someone who's more than a friend. Almost like a picnic. I can't see the city humanity destroyed, so I'm imagining a beautiful field as I walk. Ato always takes things too far, so it's hard to have a normal conversation with him. Yay, got some stuff. Yay, give me a bonus. Thank you for the bonus. And I'll read some more in the chat. Let's see, Vera says, he knows. Kyvie says, y'all know anything about Sonic X? I know that there was an anime of it. Vera said, laughing, said, nope, not really. Quickita says, I owe the Japanese DVD for it. What's up? Huh? Phew, I'm glad we made it back in one piece. Is Oak still here? One piece. But it really wears on my nerves going out when I can't see. Let me take a look over the YouTube chat. Oh crap, am I still caught up on YouTube? I think I might be. Wait, no, there we go. Durma says, come to think of it, a blind man with a watch is very humorous. Katrina says, I'm probably not gonna talk that much. That's okay. I mean, just being here is a great support for the channel and my streams. I mean, you're not under any obligation to talk. I appreciate you being here, Katrina. Like that really does mean a lot to me. So thank you for that. Even if you're just kind of lurking and have it on the background. So thank you. Back over on Twitch. Kyvie says, the remote for my TV died, not the batteries, which makes no sense. How does a TV remote die? Maybe the circuit board broke? I have way older ones that still work. I need to finish watching it, but alas, remote no worky. Quiggy says, wow, my remote's been lame too, sorta. I don't know if it's batteries, but it keeps not responding. Sometimes I just slam the side of it and it works. Falling says, gonna go to bed. Good night, everyone. Good night, Falling. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. So good to see you. Kyvie said the smacking didn't work either. I get a food. I hungry for once. Enjoy your food, Kyvie. There's Oak saying, I'm here. Welcome, Oak. So I'm far enough behind, so that's when you got here. Yeah. Vera says, Oak. Will he realize it's Oak? Oak says, riskiest nap ever. Vera said, yup. Queen says, speaking of holes, things happen. Oak says, I made, yeah. Oak says, I made it. Oak! Ato has 2 new holes. Here and here. 2 new holes. Ew, I made it back in one piece, but it really wears on my nerves going out when I can't see. I'm gonna go ahead and rest now. This was fun, Takumi. Let's do it again sometime. Pew! Was it? Weird. He seemed like he really meant that. Loading, saving. The Ato I'd been spending the past few days with isn't the Ato I once knew. The guy who pretended to be kind so he could trick us. The guy who later showed us how insane he was. I mean, this guy did show us, I pulled to the eyes, stepped on, that's crazy. He's burning his nostrils every day. The guy who hated humanity so much he joined the invaders. The Ato here now isn't any of those. I've never seen this side of him before. The blind side. I've been blindsided by his blind side. I still can't forgive him for what he's done, but Ato is clearly changing, growing into a different person than the one who betrayed us. Maybe I really can put my trust in him. Despite myself, I couldn't get Ato out of my mind, and I fell asleep while still thinking about him. It'd be great if the final Karawa Dream Kara was just replaced with Ato now. Ding doring bing born, gonna be the same morning announcement, I assume.
Get ready for your humanity's
future glory! Let's see. Vera says, you made it. There are canonically 2 holes in this game. Vera said, what did he shove his tongue into this time? Eyeball sockets. Is that allowed? Quicket says, no tongue unless Takumi wanted to. Oak says, I think that's pretty typical. Quicket says, so as you can see, Ato has dark glasses. Kaivi says, I've returned with chocolate and mini pretzels. Ooh, that sounds good right about now. Quicket says, you can only guess what happened. Vera said, not where you would expect. Oak says, did Takumi shove his tongue into Ato's eye holes or something? Vera says, yeesh, what an image. Kaivi says, also howdy, tree person. Quicket says, wow, Oak. Jude says, you're actually playing this mode? I know. I should skip those ones when it, but I need the materials. Quicket says he needs his mats man. Jude said, I applaud your enthusiasm. Vera says he needs those textiles. Oak says basically the same thing. Jude said, I legit would just do this off stream and stock up endlessly. I did a little bit of exploring off stream, but there just isn't enough exploration free time. Jude said, not the most flattering or recent clip, but what exactly is the true ending? I don't know. Chat says it's gonna answer all my questions. Jude says, oh, I see what it is now. Wait, did he bring Ato to the exploration in host current state? Vera said, yup, he's doing all right. Jude says, I don't know if this is him loving Ato or punishing Ato. Vera said he's flexing that even if he gets revived, his eyes will stay gouged. Queen said, yeah, it's scripted. You have to in this part. And there was a pinned message from Jude earlier. And let me have a sip of water. I need to open a new one, then we'll get back into the game. By the way, we're getting close-ish to the 2.5 hour mark. So if people want to look out for raid suggestions, I think Crystal's probably still at school. I don't think I've seen her yet. So if people want to look out for raid suggestions, because we shouldn't like always feel like Crystal has to. She's super great about it, but I don't want her to feel like pressured. So if anybody else has or wants to look for raid suggestions, now, might as well start looking now. Okay, let's go ahead and play some. Okay, I better get the stuff I collected over to Gaku. I hope Kaku's not gonna be right outside asking about having a taste testing party again that I'm gonna totally ignore and not go to. Oh, she is. Well, nobody else anywhere else. Oh man, Kaku better not ask me to a taste testing party. Oh, Takumi, are you busy? Can I have a moment? I want to have a tasting party. I've come up with a bunch of reds. Why skipping? Why not? I know. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. This is new dialogue. So she has actually been asking every day. It's not just repeat. I've come up with a bunch of new recipes lately. Are you interested? It's not that I'm not interested. I have something to do right now. Sorry, I see you. I didn't, wait, what? I think I went up too high. You don't secretly hate my food, do you? You'd tell me if you did, right? You would break an innocent maiden's heart, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, I guess so. It's nice that it was a little bit different. Gaku! I rang Gaku's doorbell. A scream came from the other side of the door.
Somebody! Help me!
We gotta open the door. It's rude for me to walk into your room without you opening it. What if you don't have any pants on? Huh? What's wrong? I hurriedly flung the door open and rushed inside.
I fell in the toilet.
I got you good, dude.
That's not a prank. That's just crying wolf. That is a destruction of trust. Gaku, Vera, I don't like Gaku anymore. This is broken it for me. I'm sorry.
I got you good, dude. Haha.
Over here with the pin message, love of my life. Well, everybody's got a type.
You should have seen your face. It was priceless.
Oh.
Darumi pulled the same prank on me, bro.
Don't emulate Darumi, especially since she died.
Darumi pulled the same prank on me way back. I've been waiting to pay it forward to someone else ever since.
I mean, at least we are seeing like that other characters had interactions with each other that did not involve protagonist.
Yeah.
Hey, did you bring what I asked for? You got it? I'll better not ask me for more stuff, please, Gaku.
Hey.
Hey! Yeah, here. I brusquely shoved everything I'd gathered into Gaku's hands. Here, take my saw. Grab my lumber.
There we go, not bad. You're starting to impress me.
And I'm realizing I've been giving you too much credit.
Okay, I'll take it from here. This event's gonna pop all the way off, man.
What are you planning anyway?
Come on, an event this special's gotta be a surprise. It'll be fine. I know we're all related now, so I'm not gonna try and get the girls naked this time. Just trust the process. I promise everyone will have a blast.
Okay, the rest is in your hands then. With that, I left Gaku's room. Sprayed myself all over with Febreze to get the smell out. I've done what I need to do. The rest is up to Gaku. So I guess I'll go to the cafeteria now. Welcome, Sumino. Good morning to you. Morning. Oh, where's Eito?
Huh?
Takamaru and the others are being so mean. They chased Eito out of the cafeteria and told him not to come back until he was done cleaning.
I mean, I guess that's a step up from, like, never come back. Huh? You threw him out. What do you expect me to do? That b-hole can't be trusted. I'll respect your decision and fight beside him if I must, but I'm not going to forgive him just like that. Even during battle, I'll act assuming he's an enemy. It's entirely possible he may still have connections with them. Him? With the invaders? Oh, I really doubt that. Plenty has happened that we really doubted before. I don't want any more nasty surprises. But if Eito wanted to betray us, I think he would have done it already, like when we were all depressed after finding out the truth. He could have easily attacked then.
I strongly agree with Kako on this.
I doubt he would crush his own eyeballs just to deceive us. What kind of man would do that? A man would never smash any of his own balls, eyes, or other kinds. He'd probably crush me like a cockroach under his heel instead, and that would include all 5 of my balls. This one, and 3 others.
I didn't trust him either, but over the last couple of days, I've been thinking... Stop it! You're free to believe him all you want, but the least you can do is let us have our doubts. Or are you planning on exercising your rights as team leader to deprive us of even that? That's rich coming from you. When you were team leader, you were practically a dictator. Well, that's long in the past now.
We have 15 days left. We shouldn't be falling apart now.
How about a nice, tight little huddle? Oh, crap. It's going to be an invader. He's dash. That means we're going to get the alarm. Are we going into a battle? We got less than an hour. I don't have time for a battle now. Oh, thank goodness. We're not doing that. Just give it a rest. We really are coming apart. I wonder if it was a mistake to let Eito join us after all. Okay, so no fighting. That is a relief. We only have so much time left. Just 15 days now, for better or for worse. I shouldn't dwell too much on things I can't control. I'd be better off getting prepared for our next battle. Free term. Save our game. There we go. And now we'll do a couple of automated explorations. Because we still need... Oh, I wonder if Ato has anything to say now. Before, I think he was still too tuckered out. Maybe he has new dialogue. Ato. I'll be a good boy and wait here patiently as I've been told. But only if you call me a good boy. I want to be called a good boy. All right. We learned something about Ato there. Let's head to the entrance. Let's see, over on Twitch, Oak says, thank goodness, bro, I set an hour timer so I would wake up before stream, but apparently I slept through it. I'm just glad you're here. Veer says, to Jude Hall of Fame. Oak says, I would have been so sad if I missed my first stream because I was sleepy. Veer said, I'm going back to my cage. Jude said, my zodiac is snake. Surprisingly, I'm not that cunning. Veer says, I'm also a dragon baby. Oak says, Chinese zodiac narrows down age. Yeah, like, Oak, you know how Chinese zodiac works? It's not based on month. It's based on the year you were born. So every year is a different Chinese zodiac. So if you are, for example, like the year of the horse or something like that, that only happens once every... How many Chinese zodiacs are there? Is it 12 or 13? I'm not sure. So it'd be like once every that many years. And it's like official years. So if you're the year of... If your Chinese zodiac is a horse, that would narrow down like the number of years you could have been born in, huh?
Poor Logan, he knows why.
I know why. I know why. You don't even have to like hint, I know why. But thank you, Rukov, for the 10 bits. How are you doing? Good to see you here. Oh, and once again, I want to ask, I alluded to this earlier, but now that we have more people here, I want to get more of an opinion. Because next week on Tuesday, we are probably going to be finishing up Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. So that means Friday's stream, we can play something else. I've been looking at games we can go into next, maybe The Outer Wilds, maybe Nausea, maybe something else. I also have been debating going back and giving another try to Hollow Knight, because for some reason, even though when I posted clips on TikTok, the Hollow Knight TikTok's like tanked. But everything is tanking on TikTok lately. I don't know why. But like, nobody liked the Hollow Knight TikToks. But for some reason, one of them is really popping off over on YouTube. But there's also a lot of people there that know a heck of a lot more than I do. Like I got a lot of dislikes for my Hornet fight video. And I think it's because like I was like flirting with her. Because one of the comments is like, first of all, they're siblings. And I'm like, I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know? I'm a little dude and there's a girl. I want to shoot my shot. How was I supposed to know we were birthed out of the same bug mom? But so maybe I should go back and try some more. I might need to play a little off stream to remind myself of like what power-ups I've gotten. But I would like to hear some feedback on what y'all think. Okay, did we save? I think we probably saved. So how are our materials looking? We still, textiles are still the only one under 1,000. But, in fact, I can do like lab stuff later. Let's go ahead and begin exploration. And we'll just, once again, try and focus on plants and textiles. And yeah, go ahead and automate it and just see what we get. Come on, give me textiles, 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 give me not textiles, the one thing I needed. Game, you gave me so many battle points. I don't need battle points, game. Ding doring bing. I'm gonna reload. I'm gonna save scum that one. Let's see. Load. Let's see. Veer says yes because it tells what year you were born. Begin exploration. Oh, wait, no, we don't want you. Want you. Okay, corral. And exclamation. Oak says, oh, I low-key know nothing about any zodiac. Vera said, again? 0 textiles again. I mean, I know that for some reason when you do the automated thing, it just kind of ignores what everybody's little bonuses are, but it's got to give me something. I need something, even if it's just like a few. Vera said, yep, it just narrows down because it's multiple years. Okay, explore. Yes.
Move out.
Jude says, hope you enjoyed this playthrough. It's quite something. Oh yeah, we got a little bit. Still only a little bit though. I guess I'll accept that as having happened. 3 says, hello, Logan and everyone. How you doing, 3? Jude said, but I'll be lurking a bit now. Studies demand my attention and totally understandable. Thank you for being here. It's so good to see you. Have a good rest of your night. Enjoy the studying in as much as you can. Oak says, I looked it up. Apparently, I'm a rat. Vera says, speaking of corny, please tell me you know about the... Oh, that was pinned earlier. Kaiwa said, disagree again. I like looking at them. Well, to each their own. Kaiwa says, I remember Johnny Test. I was not a Johnny Test fan. I'm sorry. Oak says, Ato is gonna get diamond-encrusted sunglasses shaped like dollar signs and a tattoo on his forehead that says, that B word. Vera says, yay, Gaku. Oak says, my dad and I finished season 2 of the One Piece live action. It was very good. Nice. Kaiwa said, y'all ever eat chocolate and pretzels together, but not like in a chocolate-covered pretzels way? I don't think I have tried that. You can also try it in like a chocolate, like a fondue pot, like a chocolate fountain. That's always nice. I always like doing marshmallows in that. Oak says, it's much better than season 1. I only really had 2 major problems with it, which were Robin and Chopper. Time for bed, huh? Another day is done. Time goes by 1 hour at a time. It's so calm. It's eerie. Really? Eerie? Huh? In any case, preparing for battle includes getting enough rest. I need to hit the sack. Oh. All right, time for bed. I closed my eyes and let my consciousness fade into sleep. It's sometime in the 80s that we gotta have the final Karawa dream, right? Where we saw the invader like squeezing her. Day 86. Ding dong ding dong. All right, same morning announcement.
Glory!
Glory! I better get up. I'm gonna save again. I'm gonna keep staggering my saves a little bit. Go to the next slot here. Day 86. We're getting there. Or maybe I'll stay in bed for just a little more. Ding dong. Oh, it's gonna be Gaku, I bet. Oh, for the love of... I got out of bed with a deep sigh, glaring at the door as I made my way over to it. Oh, for the love of... ... The moment I opened the crack, the person on the other side threw it wide open.
For the love of Gaku, the love of me. Hey man, what are you doing sleeping the day away? Don't you know what time it is?
What time? I didn't the wake-up call just play?
I stayed up all night because you, bro. You didn't even bring me a snack or anything.
Okay, that is actually fair. He was working hard. We should have done at least that. Oh, sorry. Were you really up all night?
I got lost in the sauce once I started my boss. I ride a hoss. Use dental floss. Guess this is just my thing, which is also rhyming words that rhyme with sauce.
Get him snacks with this.
200 bits. Thank you, Vero, for the $2. I could buy him like a candy from the checkout at the Walmart. I am like lately though, trying to avoid driving around and going places too much, which is unfortunate because I want to go like Transformers hunting and see what stuff is in stores right now. But I only got like a quarter of a tank of gas right now, and gasoline has suddenly shot up like 80 cents per gallon over the last week. So I don't know, but thank you. I will once travel is a bit easier for me to do, Vero. But thank you for the 200 bits. Thank you. Have I looked over Twitch chat? Am I behind over there? Let's see. Sveta says, aw, Ato imagined frolicking through a field. Well, that's one way to honor her memory. He's a good boy. Ato would be very happy about... Oh, no, was it Gaku or Ato? One of them liked being called a good boy. I think it was Ato. He'd be happy, Sveta.
Anyway, we're all set. It's so freaking sick. I should be charging admission. Yeah. The party don't start until the sun go down, and then we're gonna go off and go out together and go up onto the roof. Where else? What other directions can we go?
After finishing his excited babbling, Gaku took off running. He's as loud as ever. So, it's happening after the sun sets. What's he planning this time? A barbecue or festival like before? Whatever it is, I better keep it to myself for now, or Gaku will never let me hear the end of it. I went to the cafeteria, but just grabbed a light meal to eat in my room. After that, I decided to kill time until sunset. Now then, what should I do until nighttime? Free time! Let's save. And I think we're gonna do another automated exploration, I suppose. Oh, look, Shion is here! He's like not usually out and about, right? We did a hangout with him one time, and then he like wasn't available for, well, we tried again, and he wasn't doing anything. Shion!
All of you were created with me as a base.
I know the game keeps calling you our daddy, but really you're like our older brother.
That means I am the source of all your anguish. I'm sorry.
You're
for that.
you're also the source of our joy?
This war would never have happened if I'd never been born. Or if I died sooner.
Oh no, the war would happen. The Earthlings just wouldn't have as easy of access to genocide.
This whole thing is my fault. But I still want to ask for your forgiveness and stay friends with you. If you've found something to live for, I'll be right behind you, giving you the strength to carry on.
I'm gonna be honest, sometimes I forget this is what Shion's voice sounds like.
It's the least I can do. Because using my life for you is the only meaningful thing I can live for now. I love all of you so much.
As brothers and sisters. Your bond with Shion is stronger now. Yay, and that doesn't make time advance. So let's save and go back to the front area. Can we just talk to him again and see what happens? I'll wholeheartedly support any decision you make, Takumi, so that I can use my limited lifespan to help everyone. Aww. Entrance! So maybe we have to wait until he's like in different locations, so I gotta... Oh crap, I can't go outside because then it would take the whole entire day. I have to do something that takes only half of a day? Do I have to gift somebody something? I don't want to use up my limited amount of resources. I mean, I guess I can as long as I'm just careful to not use any,
No, Shion, it's not your fault. It's the game dev's fault and to a greater extent, Logan's.
It's a greater extent mine? I feel like the game devs have more responsibility for causing all this stuff than me. I'm just saying. But thank you, Rukov, for always making sure to put me back in my place. Okay, so let's check everybody's, our bond rank. Can we level up somebody's bond? I mean, I guess we can maybe bond with Gaku.
It's a game!
Thank you, Rukop. Honestly, I should have seen that coming. Sexy books. I mean, I guess we can give some to Gaku. Is anybody else here close to leveling up? I think every 3 gifts causes somebody to level up. So let's start at the beginning and see if there's somebody who has either 2 or 5 in their number of gifts. You got 3, you got 1, 2. So we could level up Hiruko. We can level up Ato. Let's level up Ato. Let's do that. So we got to go to the Gift-O-Matic. He deserves a little treat. Wait, where is there we go. Let's go to there. I wish we could keep collecting materials. We gotta find something that uses mainly minerals. So I gotta pull open Discord, and we gotta go check out our pinned message in the Danganronpa channel. And where's Ato's? Ato's preferred items are History of Mankind. Oh, we gotta check and see what we already gave him, because we can't do duplicates, I don't think. Report card. So what do we already give him? History of Mankind and 5-star novel. Gotcha. So we want History of Mankind, already did. 5-star novel, already did. So the others are e-reader, bookmark, book cover, earplugs, landscape picture. Love the earplugs, such a hint. Landscape picture, and it'll be the dark sunglasses. So e-reader, bookmark, book cover, earplugs, or landscape picture. Let's see which we can find that hopefully does not use any textiles and uses a lot of minerals. Bookmark is locked. Book cover uses a lot of textiles. Crap, yeah, book stuff's gonna use textiles. What else can we get for him? Let's see. Toolkit Festival, Fortune Teller, Planisphere, Towel, medical tool, folding chair, walk, briefcase, noose, ritual item, earplugs. Crap, that's also textiles, less than the other. I'm gonna guess we could do that, but I wanna hoard my cloth. That's the picture of risque briefs, huh? Wow. Come on, give me something else that we can give to Ato. Come on. Oh, landscape picture. Okay, that's the fewest of the textiles so far. So we do a landscape picture. Oh, dark sunglass. Oh, that uses none and use a lot of minerals. That's what we're doing. Dark glasses. We are gonna give the crap out of these to Ato. Look, Ato, I know we just barely gave you some of these, but we're giving them to you again because, like, once I know somebody likes something, I'm just locked in on that dark glasses. Now we're gonna have an Ato hangout. We don't get any, like, benefits for our stats, but it ups our affinity, which I still don't know what that actually does.
You truly understand me, Takumi. You've turned my hate into love.
Aw. Affinity went up by 5.
Bond up.
And now, an Ato
I'm
hangout.
still in disbelief. All these memories of mine were just made up?
I wonder if we could have raised his affinity before he left the school that one time. Like, it would have been a different hangout here now, I suppose. But this has been a very Ato-centric stream. I'm gonna read a couple more comments in the chat, though, because I am still far behind. Once again, it's like 2:40 into the stream, like 2 hours and 40 minutes into the stream. So, again, Twitch, if you got raid suggestions, let me know. Oak says, already read that. Let's see. Oak says, Robin is way too evil in the live action. Kyvie said, what Logan doesn't know is that I grip the door with my toes. Like the doorknob or like the bottom of the door? You just use those grippers, I guess. Crystal says, I am not late. I trust you, Crystal. If you're not late, then you were here the whole time. You're probably early. How are you? Oak says, and Chopper isn't fat enough. Well, I always love seeing like the pictures of Chopper that I'm used to seeing.
Talk to Scary McScaryson.
Oh, crap.
Holy crap, why did they do so much detail on the bulge in his pants?
I think it's a valid concern.
Question mark.
I hope the bulge is either gone for 2x2 or even bigger. But there we go. Thank you for whoever did the Logan clip roulette. But yeah, like I've seen the picture because like I'm used to seeing Chopper where I'm at early on in the series, and he's chubby. But every time I see a picture now, he's like tiny little body like this, no, just a big old head. Queen says, Crystal says, I feel EP. Oak says, and he sounds constipated. Crystal says, Katie. Oak says, the CGI is also a bit weird. Crystal with some emotes. Vera says, Crystal. Oak says, Crystal. Oak says, we're still doing the answers run. Are we into the true ending? Aren't they the same thing? Or maybe not? No, because I think, or maybe they're both true endings. Like one answers questions and the other's happy. Okay, question. Because this one that we've done so far hasn't had any story locks. But I know that story locks, I've been told by you guys, is a thing that some routes have. Does the attaining happiness ending have story locks? Because that might affect whether we even try to do that one. Queen says, I'm trying to get Vero into nausea, but every time they're recommending to me in exchange keeps dying as soon as it lands in my hands somehow. Queen says, it's both. Oak says, oh. Kyva said, get limber with that lumber. Queen says, please pin. Don't worry, Logan, just check. This will be your last story exploration of all time. Yay! Kyva says, wait, what theme does this even have? This game? I don't even know anymore what the theme is. I guess, like, I don't know. I could maybe think of it and come up with something. Vera said, Ato is like Nagito with despair disease. There was Oak with the suggest a poll. That was what is the best Ato. Crap, that's how far behind I am. Vera with the salute. Queen says, puzzle game number 1. Oh, it's a Vero game number 1, not a puzzle game, but a Vero game number 1. Paranormicite, that was the one. But I already learned all of the spoilers in it. Game number 2, Yakuza 0, but they took the OG game out of the store for the director cut, which is more pricey. Kyvie says, I'm getting ready to play D&D in 2 weeks. I'm making a character. Nice. What kind of character are you going to go with? Queen said, which, by the way, Logan, because I know you once played Yakuza's game, if it's Yakuza 0, I think if you own the game, I hear you can get the upgrader for the director cut. You can, and it's like cheaper. It's like a very reduced price, which I might do because that game is like the port for Steam on Yakuza 0 was awful, and I hope the director's cut is better. Like, it is almost impossible to play. Like, the controls for it are broken. You had to go in and like mod the game to make the controls work, and even then they were still like a little bit buggy. Vera says, RGG Studios, count your days. Crystal says, laughing. Vera said, Logan is bad at the game. Crystal said, Vero, watch/played nausea. Vera said, we got to do cultural exchange. Queen said, yeah, it's only right. Oak said, Oak with a quote. Vera says, I think I'll think about a third game. Oak said, but there's only 2 games in existence. A third one would be blasphemous. Crystal said, give me any anime recommendations of your choice. That is not One Piece. I'll watch it. The Irresponsible Captain Tyler. That's like a top 3 anime for me, but nobody's ever watched it. It's good. Oak says One Piece. Crystal says, lol, no. Oak says, boo, tomato. Vera says, been a while since I watched an anime. I'll probably give you a generic isekai anime. Crystal says, okay, we can compromise instead. How can I watch the movie? I can watch the movie. How about that? Oak says, ooh, you want to say One Piece so bad? Queen says, I'd quote, now we have the Saw. I'm dead, by the way, but we have a Saw and lumber. Crystal says, the live action. Vera said, One Piece Netflix is shorter if you want to do that. Crystal says, ad quote. Oak says, I'll take that One Piece. Crystal says, One Piece live action it is. Crystal says, I love Sonic X. That's literally how I discovered Sonic, my very second anime ever. Didn't like, I think there was something where a character, like a really cutesy character that was in love with Tails, died. I think that's the main thing I know about Sonic X. Over on YouTube, Queen Gator says, I checked, as far as I know, the story locks are only in one route. And don't worry, it's not any of the happy routes. Okay, so like I can do the happy route without any story locks. That's what it sounds like.
Okay, good. I'm still in disbelief. All these memories of mine were just made up.
That humanity would stoop to such levels to force us to fight. This proves their ugliness beyond any shadow of a doubt. I'm no longer interested in recalling the past. The only good memories I have are of my time here with all of you.
Those are good memories?
Even if I spent most of my time in a cage or outside the academy, it was still a good time.
I guess, like, compared to others, okay,
Well,
yeah.
I shouldn't be wasting my energy thinking about those ugly humans I've never actually met. I'm done with that. Someone like me has no right to criticize.
Yay. Your bond with Eito Atsuki is stronger now. I still can't remember if there's any benefit to doing that. Does, like, power up Takumi's, limit break attack or something? It's almost nighttime. I should save my game. And then we'll see what this party is. It's probably gonna be a long cutscene, but we can at least get there and see what it is in the next 15 minutes, yeah? Ding doring bing blorng! Oh, is Gaku here to get me? Arda ba ba ba! Nora! Reign with a party of two! Welcome, Nora! Vero or Krista, one of you be so kind as to do a shout out for Nora? It's actually really good timing because the music just cut out, so we'll be able to hear the shout out clip. I hope it isn't just the one that's like a black screen and then nothing happens in it. Oh, it's Gartic Phone!
Got away from burgers by hot sandwich. Okay, never mind.
Can't tell what that is. It's so tiny. It says.
Yes, it is.
Oh, it was a very detailed burger at one point. Did you guys see in the artwork channel over on Discord, Fruelsy made fan art of a Logan burger? Yeah. Omori!
No.
No, I'm good. Nah, I don't really feel like it.
I kind of miss Omori. Such a good game. But welcome, Nora. How was your stream? Once we get some background music, I'll read some more in the chat because I do need to finish catching up because we're like less than 15 away from the 3-hour mark. But welcome! We're just about to have a party because, Nora, what you missed? Our buddy Eito decided he wants to be a really good friend to us. So he ripped out his eyeballs, carried around in his pocket for a while, then slammed them on the ground and smashed them into mush. And then like burned the insides of his nostrils with fire. I wish I was making this up. And so now we're throwing a party for him. As you do. When I opened the door, I was surprised by the visitor standing there. Okay, so it's not going to be Gaku? Maybe it's Eito? Oh no, it's Nozomi.
Takumi, did you hear? Gaku is having some kind of party.
Yeah, I did hear. Now that we got some music, I'm going to read some more in the chat. Let's see. Vera says, wait, Katie, have you ever played Deathmark? Wait, what is Deathmark? Quigita says, sort of same lol. I had a super old Sonic game, but it wasn't until the anime that I became aware of Sonic as a character. I haven't watched a lot of Sonic cartoons. I do love any clips I've seen of like the old, it looks like it was made in the 90s Sonic cartoon with Dr. Robotnik, where it's like a comedy version, where it's Dr. Ivo Robotnik. You know, there are all these YouTube poops with him. He delights me to no end. He has like the two buddies, I want to say their names are Scratch and Grinder, or it's either that or Axe and Grinder, but there's like two of them. Yeah, I like that Robotnik, but I've also seen clips from Sonic Boom, which are surprisingly delightful. Queen Katie says, oh, I read that. Then Queen Katie says, Death Wad. Vera says, banger game, a bit expensive, but great game. Don't get it on Steam. Play it on Xbox. Queen Katie said, oh, even better long, because I wasn't sure what I was looking at on Steam. Keyboard slam. AMC with some emotes. AMC. Queen Katie says, oh, okay, Vera, I'm going to look at this real quick. Vera said, be warned, it's really expensive, but dang, does it have a fun team? Fun characters. Queen Katie says, that's gay. Takumi. Vera said, Gaku mentioned. AMC with a little shy guy emote. Kaiva said, y'all, what is light mode? That is if you want to watch, not watch, but experience computers and the internet properly, where everything is bright and fun and whimsical and nice. That's light mode. I love it. Exist this evening. Exist. It has been a while. How are you doing? So good to see. I don't know how far behind I am, so I hope you're still here. How are you? Oak says Logan's favorite. AMC with more emotes. Oak says he's a freak who likes using light mode. Kaiva said my stream has a brighter background. Kaiva said when I stream, not like I'm doing it right now anyway. Crystal says, oh, Logan. Oak says, Vero, don't look. You might be naked. Crap, so that's when we were going to Gaku's place before. Vera says, love of my life. AMC says, I want to punch him. Kaiva said, real funny dude. Oak says, romantically. AMC says, no. Crystal with some raid suggestions. Thank you very much, Crystal. I will copy these over into my text file. So we shall make a bunch
abundant use of these before much longer, because we got just like a little over 10 minutes before the 3-hour mark. But I gotta get closer to catching up because I'm still very far behind in the chat. Let's see, AMC with more emotes. Crystal says, Gaku is so funny, laughing. He's, you know, here's the thing. Gaku is funny and in a better way than like Yugamu is. Yugamu is funny, but in a creepy way. Oh, and my stream is like frozen. I accidentally like had paused my stream apparently. I do like Gaku. He has really grown on me, and he makes me even more sad that Kurara is dead, although I wish that I'd been able to let him die instead of Kurara, because I missed her so much. But I felt like they had a really fun dynamic together, and I especially enjoyed the fan art that Vero had posted in the Discord. Anyway, Kyvie said, hey, y'all want to see an emote I have a certain taste for? Dare I say my favorite one? Yeah! Oak with the Mantis emote. Kyvie said, too bad, you're gonna see it anyway. This is Mpreg. Well, we made it to 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 2 seconds before we got our first Mpreg reference of the night. I think that's a new record, though. Oak says, Katie, when are you gonna make an Mpreg emote? Oak says, we need to compete with that person. Kyvie said, I'm gonna have a streamer friend of mine make one for me, I think. Oak says, 3 others. Shoma, are you all right? Quicket says, no, what? No. Kyvie said, what did Shoma say? Timestamp 2 hours, 23 minutes. Oh, I am farther behind than I realized. Crap. Oak says, Logan said he has 5 balls and 2 are his eyeballs. Well, I mean, yeah. And the others are 3 marbles he keeps in his pocket. What are you thinking about? Queekita said, who would even be the Mpreg emote? Most of my emotes are game characters I know and love. Queekita said, never mind, I instantly thought of one, but still no. Oak says, you must know some impregnated game character. Kyva said, there are ball joints. Does Logan know what Mpreg is? Sadly, chat has taught me what, again, I keep getting mixed up. Is it Omegaverse or Omega Universe? I think it's Omegaverse. Chat taught me about that. Oak says, oh, he knows, all right. Kyvie says, I'm Yuri the monkey, and my arms decided to follow suit. I'll lurk while I go to eat. Good night, y'all. And remember, Mpreg. Good night, Kyvie. Thank you for being here. Chris said, why is this slow mode 1 second? Well, because first it was really long, and then it was really short. So now you did 20 seconds. So thank you. Crystal says, real. Oak says, I love Johnny Test when I was 9. I don't remember anything about it besides Bling Bing Boy being the best character. Crystal says, I like the twins in Johnny Test. Oak says, quote, are you gonna sleep all day? You know what time it is. Gaku talking to my brain. I would so wake up in time for a stream. Wasn't Shion dying like yesterday? He does that a lot. Then he gets better. He comes and goes, ebbs and flows with dyingness and being fine. Chris says, oh, Shion, broken heart. Oak said, why is he not fading away? Quicket said, the fact that all the voices that Shion chose to use, it's that one. Oak says, Logan is very blamable fellow. That is fair. With the ba-ba-ba.
It is in fact Omegaverse.
Oh, yay!
The fact that the amount of time until Mpreg is mentioned is kept track of now is fantastic.
Well, I mean, we had a stretch of so many streams where it just kept happening. But thank you for the 50 bits exist. That is like much more than you need to do for a TTS, so I really appreciate that. Thank you. For those who are lurking, by the way, as I'm scrambling to catch up, I always appreciate you, because this has got to be like the most boring part of stream, especially since I don't show the chat on stream. Again, I've thought about it, maybe creating an overlay that shows where I am in chat so you guys can see it. I might do that one of these days. But thank you very much for the 50 bits exist and for the clarification. I will try to remember it next time, because this is not the first time I've been confused about the name of that. Queen says, oh gosh, I didn't even think about Nekomaru for 2x2. You're so right, Logan. 3 says, how about, oh, and that's another raid suggestion. Thank you very much. 3, I try to avoid saying the raid suggestions out loud too often, just in case like people don't want their usernames on VODs for some reason. But I will copy this over, and so we will check out this along with all the other options in a little bit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oak says, dang, I've never heard of that. I'll add it to my list. Crystal says, Cosmo. Ato, you're weird. Love you. There's Nora's raid, so I gotta be almost close to catching up, yeah? Nora said Nora's raiding in. We hope her tears don't mess up your stream. What were you playing tonight, Nora? Uma Musume, Pretty Derby. Nice. That is a game. So many people seem to be having fun playing it. I wish wasn't a gacha game. Because I have such a distaste for gacha games. But everyone seems to act like it's so cute and fun. Nora says, I've been playing Uma Musume for 5 hours. Wow. Vera said, hi, Nora. Quickita said, how was horse? Vera said, that was me. 3 says, Logan is live right now for raid. Thank you. I have copied it down. I have all my raid suggestions here, so thank you, 3. I tend to have like various criteria that prioritize who we raid. Somebody we haven't raided recently, low number of viewers, isn't set to like follower only, isn't playing the game that we're currently playing like ahead of us, so I don't have to worry about spoilers, things like that. So I will compare that with all of the other ones, and we'll pick a good one in a minute, but that has been added to the list. Thank you, 3. Nora says, I failed Golshi. Is that like a nickname for gold ship? And now I have to restart her career? Wait, what? My mom knows a lot more about Uma now. Queen Gator with the timestamp 2 hours, 47 minutes. Oh, look at that. I am like 7 minutes behind. Queen Gator says, ooh. Queen Gator says, okay, so I'm gonna have to get a PS Vita version of Deathmark, but it's basically a spooky mystery game. It's on Steam, but Vera said it's not good there because of weird file stuff. Is the game like broken or something? Nora says, chat, do you think I can convince Nora Mom to do an Uma Duo cosplay with me? And if so, who should I try and get her to be? Have her be Gold Ship. And you be whoever your favorite horse is. Quickita says, well, if she watched the actual anime season 1, maybe you dress a special week and her as the mom who raised her. Oh, that'd be cute. Or she could be like your trainer if you want. I think that's the thing in that, right? I haven't actually seen the anime. Oak says, light mode is when you intentionally stab your eyes repeatedly with glass shards of broken light bulb. I love it. I love it so much. Oak says, and Logan likes doing that on purpose. What can I say? What Ato did tonight was a very imitatable act. So don't be like me in that regard, though. Don't you do what Ato did. Okay, as we said before, gouging out your own eyeballs is just a gateway to incest. Queen says, also, I have YouTube version of Stream paused, but it's on exactly an Ato frame before the trauma, and it's so weird now seeing it with normal eyes. Noah said, neither of us watched the anime because no Crunchyroll, broken heart. All I can show her is in-game stuff that she remembers from the movie. I'm like this close to quitting my Crunchyroll subscription. It's getting too expensive, y'all. It's like costs like twice a month what it did when I started it. And I think a lot of the shows are available on other streaming platforms now. Queen Katie says, man, through the highlighted message, saying that is live right now, Raid. I gotta thank you for the highlighted message. It has been added to the list, so thank you, 3. Oh, and there exists 50-bit TTS, so I've got to be really, really close. Queen Gator said, BRB, if I'm not back before the raid, I'm there in spirit. Thank you very much. 3 says, okay, thumbs up. Exist says, I'm doing okay. Surviving, lol. I'm just wrapping up this quarter of school, and it was rough, but I'm getting through. Well, I mean, I hope it goes better. I don't know how the quarters go versus semesters, if you're doing finals or did finals, but I hope next quarter is better for you as well. Hang on, I gotta pause for a second, have a sip of water. Noah said, yeah, Golshi is what Gold Ship calls her Selg. And then Logan, my favorite horse, is Golshi. Well, darn it. Then you're gonna have to fight your mom for it. Oh, and now our slow mode is down to only 10 seconds. Thank you very much. Crystal Oak says, add quote, gouging out your eyes is a gateway to incest. Sadly, I think somebody had mentioned it. I don't think it got added as a quote, but we already mentioned the relation between the two concepts earlier a little bit. Noah says, I need my Crunchyroll sub back. I need all my shows back. Exist says, finals are this week, but because I'm a music student, most of my finals are performances, or just easier done during Dead Week? What's Dead Week? Is that, well, I'm not familiar with that. Is that like the week before finals or the week after? During Dead Week, so I've done most of them already. Okay, so it's probably before. So I hope the performances went well. Exist, and Vera says, Vera adds the quote. And with that, 3 hours, 57 minutes, and 21 seconds, I caught up to chat for the first time of the night on Twitch. Hang on. I just gotta breathe. Every time I do one of those marathon catch-ups to chat, it's just a little bit exhausting. By the way, for those who are lurking, who stuck around through all of that, I don't know why, but like lurkers, whenever you do that, it means the world to me that you stick around through all of the catching up like that. So thank you very much. Let me give all of you the rundown on the channel real quick. I mentioned this a bunch of times earlier on, but I got to do it again now that we're winding down for the night. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays. We are right now alternating between our main game, which is this 100 Line Last Defense Academy, and some shorter, smaller games. The main one that we're doing right now is, or the smaller one that we're doing is Poppy. Thank you, Toilet Duck, for reminding me. I don't know if I did or not, so I need to do that. Is Poppy Playtime Chapter 5. We're going to be playing that, probably finishing it on Tuesday, in fact. Then on Thursday, we'll see what is coming up next year. I will try to decide to post on Discord tomorrow what we're going to play in that time slot. Like I said, I think maybe we might consider giving Hollow Knight another try. I don't know. We shall see. But for right now, let's go ahead. Oh, and I gotta give you guys our link tree and copy this over to YouTube as well. That has all of our social media, including a Discord invite, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, all of that good stuff. I have seen which one of our raid suggestions has the fewest number of viewers, and we're gonna go ahead and see if we can initiate a read. Let me read a couple more quick comments though, because I'm getting behind already. Exist says the week before finals are aptly named because all the students are shambling around like corpses. Oh, that makes sense. Nora says 3 hours 57 minutes. Kindly cop to chat. Oh, when I say 3, I meant 2 hours, not 3. Exist says yeah, but otherwise I turned 22 on Tuesday. Turned. Okay, hang on. I'm glad I didn't initiate the raid. Before we continue, we gotta sing happy birthday to Exist. Okay, everybody get ready. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Exist. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. I hope you had a good time. I hope you did some good fun celebrations and things. Vera said, thank you for the very Gaku full stream. Oak says, thank you for the very incest eyeball stream. Made me smile. Crystal says, wait, we have 13 people. Is that enough for raid suggestion? Quiche? Let me check compared to the other people, because I've said before, I like to make sure that we save up like a good number of people for Quiche. Oh, holy cow, she's got so many people. She's doing so well, and she deserves it. Yeah, let's see if we can populate everybody who is in our chat right now for a raid. Let's see if we can do that for Quiche. Yes, we will try that, Nora, because I have promised you that we'll do a raid on her when we have a lot of people. Oak has already posted our raid message into the Twitch chat. I'm going to do it as well, just in case people have to scroll up. So you can copy that over to your clipboard. And then Nora said my raid suggestion was too late. No, we got it in. Chris, in fact, we're trying it. We'll see. Oh, we don't have quite everybody because we got like 15 people, but we got most of the people. If you 4 holdouts want to somehow join the raid. Chris said, thank you for Gaku. That was not a prank stream. Quickita says, I'd quote, see, I'm not cool. I'd quote, you cannot trust him with eyeballs. Quickita says, how to put those quotes before I forgot. Vera says, happy birthday, dear Exist. Oak says, happy birthday, Exist. Quickita says, oh, happy birthday. Nora said, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Exist says, laughing thank. Quickita says, also to Ato too, because midnight here. Oh, happy birthday, Ato. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ato Atsuki. Happy birthday to you. Nora said, you. Vera said, happy birthday to you. Oh, also, yesterday was Chiaki Nanami's birthday, so happy birthday to Chiaki. Love her. Over on YouTube, Katrina says bye. Bye, Katrina. Bye. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back after you left. Hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday for Poppy Playtime. Vera said happy birthday to you. 3 says happy birthday, Exist. Queen says thank you for the very splat whoop stream. Chris says happy birthday, Exist. Chris says I'd quote, see, I'm not cool. Nora says come on guys. Nora says come on guys. Nora said get everyone in this raid. I think we got enough. We'll do it. Exist says I didn't get to do much because my parents both had the flu. Oh, I can't afford to be sick, so I'm kind of quarantined in the floor outside. But hopefully do something later when I'm able. That makes sense. Get feeling better. Oak says almost 1,200 quotes. 3 with the hearts. Enjoy the raid. Bye, everybody. Bye. Bye, 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 bye. And those over on YouTube, I don't know if you guys stuck around through all of that frantic scrambling to catch up, but to those over on YouTube, you guys are awesome as well. Thank you for being here. We'll see you on Tuesday for Poppy Playtime, and yeah, thank you. I know that I spend a little bit less time there because we have fewer people, but you still mean the world to me that you're spending your time here with us. Have a good rest of your night. To everyone on YouTube, everyone watching the VOD, good night as well.